accountability for all the hurt that she did. And she fully believes, morning, inked mum. She truly believes in, because she got asked, one of the questions she got asked, if stuff didn't come out about Theranos, if things didn't come out, where would things be? And she fully believes that her invention, it would be true. It would be true. Yeah, she is, yeah. But like, she fully believes that. And I'm like, wow, that is some narcissism. That is some true fucking narcissism. That she, to this day, even though that it's all been found out that it's not true and it doesn't work, her invention with the pricking of the blood and everything doesn't work. She fully believes that. And when you, because obviously I also saw these clips of Elphaba and all these people, I'm like, oh my God. Wow. They fully believe that they do no wrong. Take no accountability, and it's everybody else that's the problem. And it's like, oh my God. Anyway, but no, so yeah, I brought that up because that, you know, I was watching that on YouTube. Coffee and Cults is the name of the channel. She's an amazing woman that does many different deep dives on celebrities, on pop culture. Absolutely amazing channel. So I was watching that. So I sort of missed all the Come Dine With Me stuff on TikTok, and I saw Carla's video. She did a video on it, and I saw that heard that Marcus M's got paint thrown on her. And then I saw different clips of, I think it was Angie and a few other people up dancing, and I think I saw DG did a response to everything that happened. And yeah, it was, I mean, as much as I may not like Angie because of all the stuff that she said and done, that was fucking hilarious. Like, and I do think that Rachel Skinner is manipulating things to her advantage. I think I saw Carla made a video on that as well. She's manipulating things to her advantage. I'm like, girl, you're not squeaky clean. You're not this nice, innocent person. Girl, come on. Rachel is fake as fuck. Dude. Fake as hell. I'm like, who is she trying to kid? See, this is the reason why I couldn't do these Come Dine With Me stuff. She was trying to be a victim this morning after John outed her. I mean, that doesn't shock me. Like, I'm sitting there going, like, I could never do this shit because I'm telling you, I would open my mouth. I wouldn't be able to sit there and play nice. I'd open my mouth and get myself into a lot of shit. It's her turn. Thanks for following. Oh, is it her turn? Oh, wait, yeah. So it's her. Is it her turn tonight? And then it's Em's turn tomorrow, I think. Rachel has so many skeletons in her closet. I mean, technically, Charlotte, I mean, yes, she does. But also...
Thanks for the gift.
Oh, she's being picked up shortly. Oh, it's a shame that some can't see through it. I mean, yeah, the Observer, I know. Oh. It's a shame that people don't... he exhausted me yesterday with all the BS. Yeah, we're gonna go through yesterday's stuff. We're just having a little chit chat about the Come Dine With Me stuff. Because I'm grab clips now. I think the Observer has a video about it. I haven't the Observer on watch. I think I just saw that. But oh my God, I feel like I'm going against the grain at the minute with Rachel, but I'm gonna keep going. Trust me, I see what Rachel's doing. I see the game that she's playing. I see it. I see the game that Rachel's playing. She's trying to... So there is this thing about branding. Alphaba's tried to do it. CLA's tried to do it. Rachel's trying to rebrand herself as this sweet, innocent person. Girl, we've seen what you've done. Oh yeah, she is very clever, but I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. I mean, he thinks they're doing a good job. They all try and do this rebranding, and they all try and use, which really pisses me off, because I see Rachel's doing it as well, with the mental health card, and it's really driving me nuts. Because they all want to be the victim in the situations that they create, and then play the mental health card. Miss Thing, if you go to Fact Freak, he's done a deep dive on Rachel. The Observer also has a lot of videos on Rachel and stuff. Hide behind a mask, but they can't keep it up, and the real them shows. That's it, Carla. That's it. That is it. The Freddie Mercury fancy dress Rachel done was mental. Oh yeah, I think I've seen that. I think I saw I got ready with her. Get ready with that. Oh, okay. Yeah, Fat Freak does amazing. Good morning, Snapper. Did you just? Yeah, we're just chatting about the come down with me stuff. But yes, the mask always slips. That's the reason why I will always turn around and say, "I'm gonna see you next Tuesday." Angie and Pearl are fed up of her actual talk. I mean, I think they are fed up. I think Pearl ripped her a new one recently. I thought that was hilarious to watch. Is the raccoon still glitching? Yeah. Sorry, the raccoon's having a glitching day. I don't know what's wrong with it, and I'm not restarting to find out what the hell's wrong with it. Yeah, I get that. See, this is where people Fact Freak using my character name in his video today made me laugh. so people through the paint at M's. I get people I can't stand M's. I'll be honest, I can't stand M's. I can't stand people that I'm not really a fan of Pearl. I'm not really a fan of any of them, really. I mean, to be honest, I'm just I like the fact that the Observer has the name The Observer, because quite honestly, that's what I am. I'm just an observer of these people. Obviously, they're dancing on their own, exactly, Queen. Dancing on their own. I'm just an observer of these people. I have my Echo, go home. I have my opinions of like Marcus Ends. I don't like what she does. I don't really like any of them or what they do. But they're all wrongers in my book. But they can be funny at times. But it crosses a line. I mean, I've made the threat of going to London. I made the threat yesterday of going to London and having it out with E. Will I do that? Probably not. I want to, though. I don't know who threw the paint, but somebody did. Because DG spoke about it. The throwing paint is a waste of paint. I mean, it is a waste of paint, but it's also going a bit too far in that sense. I mean, if Elphaba went to one of these events, which I don't think Elphaba would, if Elphaba didn't come down with me and somebody did that to Elphaba, I would turn around and say, that's going a bit too far, because DG set all that up. DG set all that up, and here's the thing, they'll be their own demise. I mean, we're going to watch Elphaba be their own demise anyway. Each time he justified their actions, I want them behind bars more. To be honest, if money was not an issue, I'd visit. I mean, to be honest, yes, I'm getting more to the point of I do want to go down to London to protest. I'll be honest with that. I'll be honest. 2 females, which is weird, as it was 2 females that egged Miss Redhouse for M's. Oh. Yeah. But Bit sus that one, innit? Bit sus. Bit sus on that one. But no, I'd made the threat of going down to London and protesting outside Elphaba and outside Elphaba, that sounds wrong. Outside Elphaba's place. I wish it would happen. Sure, I do wish it would happen because it would scare the shit out of Elphaba. But then I have to remember that there were other people in that property as well. Imagine 84 people from TikTok standing in front of their place and protesting. I mean, it would scare the shit out of Elphaba. Speak to Toby J. He is frustrated by eating. Yeah, Emma. I've seen Toby J's videos as well. I find it funny how he came live last night after the Come Down movie drama, and yeah, he was watching. We know he was watching. He wanted to, we'll say, clout chase off that drama. Clout chase off that drama. I find, so we're gonna go through. So this was, you'll be watching now to say hi. Yeah, probably saying hi. To be honest, they'd all probably join in. Probably, yeah, probably. So this was yesterday daytime. He addresses Saturday night part 1. So these are in different parts. So we're going to go through yesterday. And then there was a live stream done whilst I was live. Just having a general chit chat with everyone. And things like that. So we're going to try and not lose our shit. Which, has Elphaba dyed their hair back brown?
And everything.
Oh, well, that may be a bit too quiet for me, but we're going to go with it.
I want to basically just say that I was not mocking DV at all. I would never.
There wasn't mocking DV. It's hanging on for GL Live. I keep on thinking that their hair's gone back brown, but could just be my freaking eyesight, to be honest. So they're not mocking DV. Okay.
Do that.
Hang on. I know.
I want to basically just say that I was not mocking DV at all. I would never do that.
Hang on. I wasn't mocking DV. I would never do that. Elphaba, love. Sweet, delusional monster of a person, Elphaba. You mocked the Ask Angela not even a month ago. You attacked a DV survivor who you live next door to. She had to flee because of you. I mean, there's a whole host of people that you've mocked. I mean, not even like Mark Darrell and their DB, and yeah, the Mark Darrell and his DB story as well. Yeah, you called Darrell a liar. Remember? You would never do that. Elphaba, there is countless evidence of you mocking DV survivors. Countless. The list is endless. Thank you for the comment, by the way. On a level, if he was that worried, go tell the bar staff. What's TikTok going to do? Attention seeking. I mean, well, we're going to get to that, I think.
And I hope people who are obviously like trans friendly and understand where I'm coming from with this. Any girl that needs help on a night out.
Trans friendly. Trans friendly would be people who haven't taken thousands of pounds to transition and then fucked up the wall and then used the trans card as a weapon for bad, toxic, disgusting behavior. Pretty much what you're doing in this live stream. Okay.
in real life. Any girl, by the way, any woman, anyone
Love how you corrected that, but yeah.
who needs help and who uses their hand signal should be taken always seriously. And I just feel like people are just being quite transphobic to me in a way. And the only reason why
They would be transphobic if you was a real trans woman. But you're not, because you use the trans card with every opportunity, and we've been through this many times. You are the most transphobic person on social media. Mind you, event where he was at was hookup event where he was required to sign a consent. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, Dan, you posted it, and I was like, oh. He always throws the transphobic word and the legal stuff around all the. Yeah, I know. We're gonna go through the letter. Don't worry. We're gonna go through that. I know I posted it as a video, but we're gonna go through that. He literally can't just say I'm sorry. There's always a but makes me so mad. Yeah. Just to keep it in mind. Yeah, Dan, I know.
I'm saying that is because I'm getting DMs of men, people saying, you're a man so you can't use that, or you're doing this, you can't use that, or you're mocking us and this, that, the other. When, in all honesty, when
Elphaba, you do realise when you went out, you went in a dress, you got all dolled up to look like a woman, and how are you presenting right now? Questions are there.
when I'm like dressed like that, and I'm in the same category as you, as all these women.
That's an interesting way that you phrase that. I'm gonna go back 2 seconds.
You're a man so you can't use that, or you're doing this, you can't use that, or you're mocking us and this, that, the other. When, in all honesty, when I'm like dressed like that, and I'm in the same category as you.
When I'm dressed like that, it's an interesting way that you phrase these words. When I'm all dressed up like that, I am in the same category as you. Interesting way that you phrase that. It's an interesting way that you phrase that. Very interesting way that you. Yes, yeah. It's just an interesting way of phrasing things.
As all these women out there, I'm in the same category when I'm presenting feminine like that. And there was.
But here's the thing. If you was truly trans, you wouldn't. I'm just gonna leave that. I'm just gonna leave that where it is, because okay.
A lot of men. When I'm talking a lot of men, it was actually really overstimulating. I had to like go somewhere. But it was fine. The rest of the night was alright. It was just that one time because I was really drunk and I was eating my chips, and obviously they came right up to me and I was like, oh, like, you know who I am. And obviously, like, people who knowing who I am, I don't know you. So it's like, oh my god, could you have like good intentions towards me, or bad intentions, or anything like that? So I don't know. You know, that's basically why I kind of did that hand signal, because I was.
Yeah, and a lot of men it wasn't an only men event, because Alpha did meet a woman after that. A lot of men and a meet and greet for a dark room meet and greet. The man is the. I mean. Oh, it's just wild because the event was the event, and the way in which Elphaba tries to phrase this is just something else. This live was yesterday. Jan. It's just the phrasing of all of this, just to get around the fact. And here's the thing, Elphaba says that these men came up to Elphaba. What Elphaba leaves out of this conversation is the way in which Elphaba was acting before these men came up to Elphaba. The way in which Elphaba was acting was they were screaming and crying at the event. They were making a scene. That's probably why these men came up to Elphaba. I believe I do. Ozzy Queen Bee, I believe I do. I believe I do. But even chat to it to stop. Oh yeah, okay, Queen Bee. If it was the type approaching, then he wouldn't have said it. And that is a good point, Danielle, because I have noticed a pattern. Now, if you've noticed with the SA stories and all these stories that Elphaba tells, it's always towards non-white men. It's always towards non-white men. He makes himself appear vulnerable to get attention, then accuses those people of SA. But the people that Elphaba accuses, and people Elphaba says that they're uncomfortable around. Morning, Nick. Morning, Nayan Cat.
Thanks for the gift.
It's a very educated hey, Fran. And he did not tell them to leave them in peace. No, they didn't. He wanted the attention. Here's the problem with this. He made a scene, and he leaves that part out of this. He made a scene, and then the men came over, and they even asked E to have some water. They were making sure that he was okay. There's a voice note of their years ago saying, let's go get some. Yeah, exactly. But like, he doesn't realize we spot these things. We can spot all these things. If these men were white, none of this would have happened. They were being so sweet, and he made out they were terrible people. Yes, they did. And the guy's reaction was actually heartbreaking to witness. It was heartbreaking. I just don't understand why no one has clocked them one yet. I mean, they would, yeah. Yeah. Kiki, yeah, it was heartbreaking to witness. But the thing is that you can witness the racist undertones of what Elphaba did. It's not just, this is where there's a lot of factors going on here with this, and it's just so bad. There is a person on TikTok who said he gave them unwanted attention and lap dance ages ago. Yeah, because he went after Dal because Dal rejected him. Yeah. They are very dangerous. But the way in which Elphaba is spinning this, they're spinning it into they were a vulnerable trans woman. But that's not it at all. They went out, I'm going to be honest here, they went out as a ladyboy. That's what they went out as. They didn't go out as a vulnerable trans woman. They went out as a ladyboy to a darkroom event. and that's the reality of this. And there are men that do chase not necessarily trans women but ladyboys, and that's a reality. That is a reality. There are men out there who do want to see ladyboys.
Thanks for the gift.
It's a fetish of some men. I don't think that's what those men were doing. I don't think those men were doing that at all. I just think those men were being friendly, and they were having a good time. They were having a laugh. They were having a drink. They were hugging Elphaba. They were being friendly, because Elphaba, when he started acting disabled with their movements, made me stressed. I get that. Yeah, there's a clip of him asking for a pic. He said, "I always feel weird about it." Yeah, there is. There's so many, and blaming the way he's dressed is such a misogynistic thing. So it is. It definitely is. But it also a fetish of Elphaba to present themselves as a vulnerable little lady being a... Yes, and that's a very key factor in here. Elphaba always presents themselves as a vulnerable... And this is where... Okay. As someone that loves the drag scene, okay? I love the drag scene. I would, maybe have the confidence one day to, put on a fancy dress, put on the wig, put on the makeup, do all the lovely things. That's a sign of empowerment to do that. I'm not doing it to be like, oh, vulnerable woman. No, it's an empowerment thing, and a lot of drag queens, and drag kings, not just drag queens, drag kings as well. They do it for empowerment. That's the reason why they do it. And a lot of people who do makeup, they do it to express themselves. Not just in drag, but do makeup. They do it to express themselves. The way in which Elphaba does and talks, every single time they get dressed up, they always look to be vulnerable. And like for me, for example, I've got some amazing women that I follow, and I've got some amazing men that I follow as well, not just women, but amazing men and women who are very strong in who they are. I'm speaking about this from the perspective on the woman's side, because Elphaba wants to see themselves as a vulnerable woman, and it's interesting how Elphaba sees it that way, because whenever Elphaba brings up transness, we'll call it transness, Elphaba views it as a weakness. That's how Elphaba views it, because whenever you look at this, Elphaba constantly says, "Oh, I'm a vulnerable trans woman," and it's like, oh yeah, to Wong Fu, like, we should. That's a good. But when you look at, and the way in which Elphaba talks about women, it comes across, like people say, as a misogynistic viewpoint on how a woman is, and they've got this weird fetish about being essayed, about being this vulnerable woman, and I'm like, no woman wants to be essayed. No woman wants that. No one, and a woman, every woman that I've met is a very powerful, strong woman, and it vulnerable, but was blowing kisses at the guy when they're like, yeah, it's all part of the role play. Yeah, but the thing is though, it's sort of like, when this happened, I saw a lot of videos from women coming forward, because when it came to the Ask Angela sign, a lot of women came forward, And, you know, it's the reason why I haven't posted. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and yes, no, yes, they are. They mocked it laughing in their room a few weeks before. Yes, the AMC, they did. No, I was just trying to let my thoughts here. It's just, I don't like the way they do this, because the Ask Angela, they don't realise they're trying to talk their way around it, but it mocked it. And now any woman that sees this, and it gives men
Thanks for the gift.
thank you, JJ, and thank you for sharing. It gives men an out, because they're going to look at Elphaba and go, see, look, they lied about it. You know what I mean? And like with E, a lot of their stuff is kink related. E has very dark fetishes, including, yeah, I know. It's just so, E doesn't realise the ramifications of what they're doing. I mean, you're not wrong, Nick. You're not wrong.
Like, okay, you're freaking me out. Because one, they were getting loud. Two, they were right in my face.
Because they were drinking. You performed, screamed, cried. You were literally crying, and then you went and got food. You were making a performance to lure these men
Thanks
in.
for the gift.
And then you got the attention that you wanted. And then you performed for your live stream audience, because they weren't, again, because they weren't white men. If they were white men, you wouldn't have done what you did. Somewhere live with Jess. Somewhere someone will have it. I don't personally have it, but it will be on here. It'll be on TikTok.
Three, they were just.
I think the Observer has it. Did I just fucking press space?
They were getting. Actually, one was trying to hold my phone. I didn't like that. And, you know, I just kind of felt like.
Because you were on a live stream. You were performing for your audience. Okay, live with Jess. Yeah, I think, I do think the Observer has it, I believe. I also think Peekaboo has it. Yeah, they're talking about the hand signal situation, but they are, yes. He did the hand signal, then continued enjoying food, not pretending, really enjoying. Yeah, Isla, they did. But now because they got caught out for it, now they're trying to talk their way out of it.
My personal bubble was quite violated. But they probably didn't mean it that way, though. That's the thing. So, you know, but I didn't know that at the time because I wasn't sober enough to know, because I was drunk. I was very...
You weren't drunk. Here's the thing. When Elphaba says they're drunk, they're not. You can clearly see when they're working out what to do next. Because 1 minute they're drunk and then the next minute they're not. 1 minute they're acting all drunk and this, that and the other, and the next minute, boom, they're not. You can clearly see, and it happens on the live streams. Literally, you can see it. I'm sorry, but I isn't accountability. Yeah. They remember a lot for someone who was really drunk. I mean, yeah. I mean, they did get told about it, and they went and watched the live stream back, apparently.
Very drunk. And I think people who don't take me seriously with that...
Thanks for the gift.
...to be having them looked at, because they're weird, they don't take that seriously. Because in my opinion, and I don't care if you don't like my opinion, trans women matter too. And...
Trans women?
if they need help, then you help them. And that's just how it is. So I think, and I've had a lot of women DM me, good and bad, obviously, but I've got a friend in London who just messaged me, and she's so lovely, and she's like, oh my god, this actually like fucking ridiculous, like you're getting hate for this, and I'm like, I know, and it's literally just transphobic people. But if you're not transphobic,
it's not transphobic. You went to a place to have sex with men. Let's be real. Right. Okay. You decided, you made a decision. Let's be real. Let's be absolutely clear about this. We're going to squash the autism thing here as well. Because as someone that used to go out, right? You know what I did? I went out before it started getting to the point that it got to, right? What I used to do was I used to do it before it got busy, before the music started getting loud, because I knew what was going to happen. I knew all those things. We're going to squash the autism because you decided to go out at 11 o'clock at night in London. So autism, gone. The overwhelm, gone. Because you faked fucking... That's another thing that pissed me off. You faked eye twitching during your fucking live stream bullshit, yet you've never had an issue with that before. There is clips of you fucking not having the eye twitching whatsoever, but because it's on your fucking fake report, now you're all of a sudden doing the eye twitching. Okay. Right? But as a quote-unquote vulnerable trans woman, you made that conscious decision to fucking get dolled up at 11 o'clock at night and go out. You made that decision. And again, those men came to your aid because you were making a fucking mockery of being autistic and parading yourself as a prat in the fucking nightclub, crying your fucking eyes out. That's what happened. It's like Evie read and so-called autism report and realised that she hadn't been keeping up with her life. Yes, exactly, Framing. Goes out in a curtain and think everyone's on them. Yeah. And I quote, he called themselves a disco ball. Yeah, they did. You decided you made sure that those men came to you. You made sure that happened by doing the performance that you did. So those men came and made sure that you was okay. Then they were just prattling around with you. Then you did the Ask Angela, and then your chat went mental, and then the man was fucking heartbroken because you decided to make a fucking mockery of domestic violence. End of it. But now you want to backtrack on it. Morning, Witchy. Morning, Tracy. But now you want to backtrack because you've got the backlash. Because you wasn't in any danger. You wasn't in any danger or nothing. You're not a vulnerable trans woman. You're a 6'3" fucking man in a dress. Let's be real. Because you haven't done any hormones. You've taken hundreds of thousands of pounds. That's the reality. He didn't do Ask Angela. That's a verbal request at the bar. He used the international help sign. Yeah. Morning, Jane. I have been so busy. They did the Ask Angela sign at a nightclub, and they are now They did a whole performance at that fucking nightclub. A lot of shit at that nightclub. But they're being called out for the Ask Angela sign. Poor bloke got fucking reamed in the comment section when that happened. And they're now trying to backtrack. This was yesterday, by the way. Should have gotten up and walked away. Yeah. I feel bad for the guy. Imagine waking up to this. Yeah, imagine them waking up to this. Imagine them waking up to being called all sorts. Because that's what would have happened. I mean, I don't think Elphaba's followers would have done that. For someone who claims to be autistic, he enjoys loud space and noises. I mean, Jane, yeah, they really do. They are completely different. ASG Angela is a verbal request. We need to stop confusing the two. Yes, you've got the Ask Angela sign, the hand signal, which is the universal one. But then you can go up to the bar, and there's the verbal request at the bar. There's also, you can ask for an angel shot. There's that one as well. There were 0 steps taken to remove themselves from the situation. No, there wasn't. The hand signal is for if you can't verbally say you need help. I wish people would just wake up and stop supporting him. Well, Claire, yeah, me too. He wasn't bothered and he was shoving those chips in their face and blowing kisses to them. Yeah, they pulled some faces. During the live stream. But other than that, I'll be back in a lot of pendulum. I get that, Kerry. Yeah, I was going to mention the angel shot. Yes, there is. You can ask for an angel shot at the bar. But now they're just backtracking. We're confusing the two and mocking both. No, I mean, there's the hand signal if you can't say. You can ask Angela, but then there is the hand. You can go up to the bar and ask for Angela. But then there is the hand signal if you can't say. If you can't say, ask for Angela. If you can't speak it.
And you might have taken it the wrong way. It honestly wasn't that way at all. I was very drunk. And in the nicest way, I was wearing a short dress. And I was drunk and I was vulnerable. So
you weren't drunk and you weren't vulnerable. Stop saying you were vulnerable. No.
You know, I obviously did what anyone would, and I just didn't want to cause a scene. And I was eating in peace, and I was literally just wanting to eat in peace. I literally wanted to be on my own.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You caused a scene so that people would come to you. That is what you did. We all watched it. We all watched what you did beforehand.
I did, because I literally just wanted to eat my chips and then either carry on the night or go home.
Well, so you certainly carried on the night and you blew kisses to them afterwards, so you were clearly in trouble, Elphaba, clearly.
But the fact that people are taking it the wrong way is kind of scary in a way, because people have now put that on my name and saying that I'm mocking TV when I'm actually not.
You did. You mocked it before, and you're mocking it now.
Because I'm just going to say this right now. For example, if they're... I'm obviously...
Right, so that's number 1. That was part 1. Then we got...
I'm just going to say this.
Then we got part 2. Was sober and aware enough to say he was vulnerable in the moment, but doesn't take any steps to remove themselves from the situation. Yeah, Jenny just did a video on the Ask Angela / hand signal. Both means you need help. Yeah, they both mean that you need help. Oh wait, I need to do that. Sorry.
I'm just going to say this right now.
Angel, did you see the post about it being a hookup event with T's and C's? You agreed to? Yes, Nanny K. Yes, I did. Yeah. Dan also put it in the comment section.
Now, for example, if there was a transphobic person in real life.
Oh, for God's sake. Elphaba, you're not trans. You've done nothing to transition. Nothing. You haven't even fucking changed your name by default. You haven't fucking done a gender fucking change. You haven't been put on hormones. Nothing. You've done nothing to transition apart from grow out your fucking hair, love. Nothing. He keeps on saying, like, when Meg Griffin is better than you. What? I mean, I hate that any criticism of any of their behaviour is called transphobia, and that's diluting real transphobia. Morning, Becky. That's diluting real transphobia. There's multiple ways to ask for help. Ask Angela, hand signal, angel shot, ask for a pizza to police. It's all related depending on the situation. Yes, there are many. Carla, I don't know the Carla Jane, there she is. Carla Jane has done so many videos on many different ways. There are so many different ways that you can ask for help. You know, and what Elphaba has done is mock it. Elphaba has mocked it multiple times, actually. But in this instance, Elphaba mocked it, and he's being called out for it. And Elphaba's just trying to spin this in the way that they can. I love Carla. She's amazing. Yeah, Carla is amazing. Carla is absolutely amazing. She does amazing videos. But mocking it, he continues to hate women. Yes, definitely. At the end of the day, he did it to present he was in danger, and it wasn't. No, he wasn't in any danger, and he knows that. He is well aware of that.
Right. And who knows? And what happened was other people listen to that transphobic person, right? And they say, oh yeah,
other people listen to that transphobic person. Okay, we're going down the track record here. Okay.
This person mocks, you know, DV and all that. But that person who is trans and they're experiencing issues from men, pervy men, let's say.
The men weren't perving on you. You're making up a scenario in your fucking head because those men weren't perving on you. Those men you summoned because you were causing a fucking scene.
It's an example scenario. And they died. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it should always be taken seriously regardless.
Thanks for the gift.
So, and then villainizing me after wanting help is actually insane.
You didn't want help though. Here's the crux of it, Elphaba. You wanted the attention. You were blowing kisses to these men. And then that man was fucking horrified. You wanted the attention. And then you acted out. You are the problem. You have just, what you have done, what you have displayed, actually does harm to real people who are going through those situations. Real women who have been through those situations. Not just women, but gay men. Gay men who have been through that situation. Real trans women who go through those situations. Anyone who's been through those situations. What you've just done has done so much harm. Because now men are just going to be like, oh well, look at this person here. They faked it, so now this woman's faking it. That man's faking it. Do you not understand? This is the reason why women don't go to the police. This is the reason why men don't go to the police with SA, with DV. You have spent your entire TikTok digital career mocking DV, mocking SA. This is just one. Okay, this is just another instance in the fucking line of the Elphaba Orion Doherty mocking women. And at the end of the day, you're not a trans woman. You're not. Because the way in which you they're a menace. They really are. The way in which you decide to talk about being trans, it's always in the victim mentality. A fucking trans person, whether they're a trans woman, a trans man, a non-binary person, they stand there and they show absolute fucking strength. They show absolute fucking strength in being who they want to be. Whether that be a woman, a man, a non-binary person, they show absolute fucking strength in who they want to be. Every single day, because they have to fight every single day in who they want to be. You, on the other hand, sit there and turn around and say, oh, all these men are chasers and they just want to have sex with trans women. And, oh, look at me, I'm a vulnerable trans autistic woman. And that's sorry, I will look at comments in a minute. I do apologize. I'm going on a little rant. I do apologize. I'm sorry, Peaches. When it comes to the autistic thing as well, we don't see it as a vulnerability like you're trying to do it as. We have to sit there and fight our lives, fight for our rights, fight for our lives to just survive, to just be seen. And you've got the likes of you sitting there going, I did it as a video, sitting there going, oh, the police won't do anything because I'm a mentally disabled autistic person. We don't go to another lady did a video and she was spot on with this. We don't go to the police because the minute we turn around and say that we're autistic, they could put us in a psych ward and just lock us up. And then we would have a meltdown or something like that, and then they put us in a psych ward and did it. And then you've got the likes of you, Elphaba, around Dorothy, who sit there and tell me, the police won't do anything to me because I'm a mentally disabled autistic trans woman. No, actually, Elphaba, they'd arrest you even more. And they'd lock you up and they'd throw away the key. And they'd keep you in even more because of your autism. And that's the reality. And this is the problem here. And that's the reason why we fight against you. This is the reason why I see what Marcus Ems does. I see what Pearl does. I see everything that goes on. This is the reason why my content is mainly on you. Why? Because you harm the communities that I am so much a part of. I'm so much a part of the LGBT plus community, and I see the damage every single day. The transphobia that you're talking about, you are a fucking small fry compared to what's actually happening in the world. The bigotry and autism that you're experiencing, that you say that you're experiencing.
Thanks for following.
Oh girl, you got nothing. You got nothing. It pains me that things put in place for protection have now become a laughingstock. Daniel, yeah, it has. It really has. Like, Alpha, you have no idea. And I put a post up. I put a post up saying, I have watched my friends pass. It may have come across as like I've seen posts, and I have seen posts of many people in the past pass away, and I have fighting for the rights of the LGBT plus community, but I've actually seen friends pass away due to unaliving trans people part of the LGBT plus community and the autistic community as well, because they can't handle things. And Alpha was sitting here on a fucking platform, and here's the thing: the people that I've seen pass away, they didn't unalive because of the things that they caused. No. Anyway, I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. labels themselves vulnerable but puts themselves in a vulnerable position, and that's the problem, Candice. I've seen actual vulnerable people. It's just he is using trans as a fashion accessory. Yes, DW, they are. Thank you all for the gifts, by the way. I'm sorry I haven't kept up with the gifts. I usually do. I didn't pull my own father off my mother for E to sit there and mock it. Right, like, yeah. It's so...
Thanks for following.
It's just so heartbreaking. When you get 5, can you message me,
Thanks
please?
for the gift.
Yeah. If you drop me a message now, sorry, yeah. Because I may not remember. Thank you for that, Candice. Shows replace 1-6 left to replace. So I'm sorry, Haven. He stayed out for hours after that as well. Yes, I believe I saw somewhere that he stayed out till like 11 a.m. Which, if they stayed out till 11 a.m., again, that I think that's anecdotal. I don't know whether that's true or not, but I saw that they stayed out till 11 a.m. I'm like, really? They stayed out till 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. And what happened to the cat? As long as he suffers no consequences, he will carry on. So, yeah, T, I know. The guy was tiny competitive. Witchy? Did I miss something? Which I'm sorry, I may have missed the previous comment. Also, don't he claim their mum was violent towards them, and that's how he is in the comment. Yes, they did, but I don't know how true that is. They claimed that, but I don't know how true that is. No one is staying out that late without rugs. I mean, this thing, yeah, I know. I mean, yes, that's true. Also, they're not on hormones, so still have full man strength. Yes, they do. The guy in the clip is small. Yes. Oh, I get you, Witchy now. Yes. From 11 p.m. till 11:30 a.m. I'm trying to know. I could never. I mean, I could maybe in my early 20s, but that would be if I was on the substances that I was. I mean, I don't even think I could then. It would have to be till a certain point, pass out, then go back and partying again. But even then, I'd be dying. Hasn't he said in the past about fighting someone like a man? Yes, Lila, they did say that to EQ. And that was this year, I believe. That was a few months ago. So yes, I have said that.
That's just my opinion anyway. So I think it's really fucking ridiculous, to be honest, that people are just coming at me for a vulnerable thing. And they're saying, but you're falsely accusing...
It's not a vulnerable thing. We all... But the problem... The gaslighting is just... The gaslighting is not it. The gaslighting is not it, Elphaba. We all watched what you did in real time. I was in Wreckage's live at the time. We all watched it in real time, Elphaba. We all saw what you did. You can't backtrack. We all watched it. I'm gonna lie a little bit about my tumblers. I could only just afford them at the time. Oh, I'm sorry, Haven. How were they vulnerable in any way? Scoffing chips, not asking to be left alone, not leaving. According to them, they were vulnerable. We all saw what they did.
At the time, I was drunk. How could I falsely accuse someone if I don't know them and if I don't know their intentions? Do you get what I'm saying?
Thanks for the gift.
You did what you did to your chat, and your chat went nuts at this guy. And you... Oh my God. The gaslighting alphabet. Thank you for the heart me, UK TikTok, I'm wrong. The gaslighting, love.
Because I think all I did was the hand signal, and I said go. I felt uncomfortable, and that's it. That's literally it. But I didn't know if he wanted me.
Thanks for the gift.
Oh, but you blew kisses, love.
Thanks for the gift.
You blew kisses. Hiya, carry on. They didn't say that.
There's a lot of...
They didn't say that at all. Elphaba, you literally, we watched it in real time.
gay presenting queens out there that like trans, and that's just how it is. So, you know, I look hot that night, can't lie.
Elphaba, you're confusing being friendly, and this is a common theme with Elphaba. The guy didn't want you. They were just being friendly. The guy was just being friendly and just being talkative. I mean, I think the shirtless guy didn't want it, Elphaba. But the guy that you was being overly friendly and hugging you and just being friendly towards you, I don't think he wanted you. I just think he was just being friendly. And you confused that with being sexual because you wanted him. And that, let's be real, that's probably what this was about. Thank you for the rose, Carla Jane. That's probably what this was about. Elphaba got rejected. That's probably what this was about. I showed a picture of the night to a cat. The cat was the good point. Why did he not do the same to the guy who was shirtless, who came and went? I mean, yeah. Yeah, Spag. Let's be real. I think that's what this boils down to. Rejection. Elphaba did the hand signal because Elphaba got rejected, and the guy was just being friendly. Because the guy's reaction to this was so heartbreaking.
Anyway, I just wanted to say sorry to you if you did take it that way. But just don't listen to the crowd, please, because it's tiring. Now that I've addressed it, obviously, but anyone that isn't transphobic and isn't...
You haven't addressed it. You said sorry and then did the whole, I was vulnerable, this, that and the other, everyone's transphobic, I was in a vulnerable position. You wasn't though, Elphaba. You wasn't. You wasn't drunk. You did... We all watched it in real time. You were making a fool of yourself. These guys came over because you were doing your performance that you always do. And then this happened. And now you're having to address it. You wanted the drama. Well, guess what, love? You got the drama.
And, you know, it took that seriously and understood that I didn't know them. And also they knew me from TikTok. You can only imagine how I felt then. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, oh, I know you from TikTok. I get a lot of haters online and a lot of weirdos. Are you not fucking surprised I used that hand signal? For real. Jesus Christ. Who knows? It might be one of my haters. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway. But that's what I'm...
So, let me get this straight. Well, let me get this straight for being as bent as a doorknob. You gotta add some humour in some of these things because, oh my god.
Thanks for following.
The hand signal is for danger, yeah. So let me get this. The word transphobic carries nowhere anymore. Too many use it as on a whim. Yeah, that's a problem, Reluctant Widow. So, because... Oh my god. So because the guy turned around and said, we know you from TikTok, blah, blah, blah. Elphaba decides to use the Ask Angela hand signal for danger, which is mainly used as a DV situation. Wow. Yeah, I'm straight as wet pasta, exactly. Oh my life.
Saying it's like, this world is so scary right now, and...
You are the one making it more scary. Elphaba, you do realise that that whole night, not just this this situation, but the entire night that you
Thanks for
pulled
following.
and the continuation, which, by the way, this whole situation is not going to deviate from the when is the NHS app going to happen? You turned around and said to us,
Thanks for the gift.
a few days, it's going to be on your NHS app. Come on, waiting. We're waiting for your autism diagnosis to appear on your NHS app. This isn't going to deviate from that. But hi, Needs. Hello, thank you for the heart meal, by the way. What did Becky say? Imagine behaving so apparently online, but then blaming the reaction on people being weirdos. Yeah, I know. They had the I know. They said something on Kick about it. Did they? I'd love it to come up north. Well, I think we need to go fund me for a hitman. That's a good game series, by the way.
I'm classed as a vulnerable adult legally.
No, you're not. You're not classed as a vulnerable adult legally. No, you are not. You are not classed as a vulnerable adult legally. I am. Because guess what, Elphaba? I had the diagnoses that you are trying to get. You are trying to get the diagnoses that I have. And this is another fucking reason why you piss me the fuck off. Because you are the reason why we are not getting the help now. You are the reason why we get the shit that we get.
And I just wanted to say that you shouldn't be doing that to people and saying that, oh, they're mocking DV, they're this, that, like, people shouldn't be doing that.
You mocked DV. You were perfectly fine. Those men did nothing to you. You was in complete control of that entire situation.
Thanks for the gift.
Morning, Nicole. Thank you for the heart, me, Lorraine. You was in complete control of that entire situation. In complete control of it. In complete control of that situation. We all watched it in real time. The whole Ask Angela thing that you did was disgusting. You mocked domestic violence. You mocked women again.
We'll do it anyway, won't they? But that night, I was literally drunk. Should I have been alive? No, I shouldn't have. But I was drunk, I was vulnerable, and I just wanted company, and...
I was drunk, I was vulnerable. You're not vulnerable. You are not vulnerable. For God's sake. I'm just... They're always loving that out, yeah. Always.
It obviously attracted the wrong crowd, and then that's what happened.
Comments like that. How? You even in... Wait, hold up. We're backtracking. Now people judging others by ease, discussing behavior. Right or left. I have ADHD, bipolar, and get drunk, and I don't act like that. Well, Carly, yeah, I know. So, backtracking a second. You just turned around and said it attracted the wrong crowd. So, even in this very fucking statement, you are insinuating that those guys are bad people. Even here, you're insinuating that those guys are bad people. Yet, previously... You just turned around and said, you can't make this shit up, you really can't.
And then, the whole thing could have been avoided, right?
Yes, the whole thing could have been avoided by you not doing the signal, because you was not in any danger. Because you were blowing kisses, you was loving the attention. Again, what
Thanks for following.
What I think this was, we were far more responsible and respectable. We were far more responsible and respectful of other when I transition. Yeah, I know. So the entire situation is, and let's be real about this. What it is Elphaba back in 1970s, yeah, reluctant widow, yeah. So what it is this. What Elphaba didn't like about that situation was the guys, or the one guy, was loving the TikTok attention. And it was taking attention away from Elphaba. That's what that was. And the guy didn't want to sleep with Elphaba. And probably declined Elphaba's advances. So what does Elphaba do? That's what this is all about. We clocked it. Clock it, clock it, clock it. Sorry. I know that's annoying. Can't remember the name of the page, but I saw it yesterday. He thinks now because he has the ASD diagnosis, it's a getaway. He doesn't have that though. Plays the boy who cried wolf is what he does. Yes. I still can't get over E leaving their kitten for 12 plus hours overnight. I could not do that. Yeah, I know. What would have happened if one of their viewers had rung the police or the bar had intervened? Well, that's the thing. That's the thing here. If things had gotten serious, what would have happened then? But Elphaba doesn't realise that. Elphaba, it's all about how Elphaba feels. And Elphaba's now trying to get out of it.
But when you're drunk, you make mistakes. That's just how it is.
It's not. The problem here, though, Elphaba, is you were not drunk in this situation. You were absolutely sober. And the other thing is, this isn't the first time that you've done this.
And it been almost yesterday, so that's another mistake I almost made as well. Anyway, my behaviour last night was absolutely ridiculous. I would not do that sober, and we all know that. We all very much...
You have done that sober. Many, many, many times. Stop trying to gaslight your audience and lie. You've done it sober many, many, many times. Oh, don't use clock it anymore. Another part of our culture and history stamped on. Yeah, I know, Mystique, I know.
Know that. So that is why I've decided to go sober and see how long I last. I don't know how long I'll last. I'm not even going to say I'm going sober forever, because if I say that I'm going to do it forever.
Yes, Tracy, yeah, I have noticed it's always foreign men. He says it about as well. Yeah. Yep, it's always foreign men. Because if this was white men doing this, Elphaba wouldn't have done the sign, and Elphaba wouldn't have done anything. It's always foreign men that Elphaba does this to. And Elphaba says they're not a racist. Wow.
That means I'm going to go back on it. So I'm just going to go as time flows. That's how it will be. And if it ends up 6 months, slay. If it ends up a year, slay. If it ends up 2 years, slay.
If it ends up being next weekend, where you drink again. Oh, wait, no, tomorrow you'll be on rugs. Because we all know that you're on rugs and doing rugs, and you'll get your next fix. Which, by the way, I want to point something out to everyone. Oh, wait, no. Hang on, I'll save that till we get to it.
I'm not going to make it like a standpoint, like I'm doing it forever. Like, I'm just going how it goes, so don't...
Okay, Lara.
So I'm going to see how long I last with the sobriety. I had a bad hangover yesterday. It was really bad. It was actually horrific. But yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to come on and say that. And, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I am. Because I understand that people have been through domestic violence, and I'm so
Really? Then why do it? Why do what you did?
sorry about that. And I can't even imagine, you know, like, and I'm gonna be honest, if anyone did that hand signal to me, I would help them. I absolutely would. I would help them as normal as any person would. So I hope you understand that. If I saw that in real life, I would help. So, you know.
No, they wouldn't. No, Red Rose. No, Elphaba has
Thanks
no
for
idea.
following.
Because what did you do to your neighbor? Oh yeah.
I'm not just a bitch or a cold person, but please understand that trans women are women as well, and like
You are not a trans woman. You're not. You keep on saying that, but you keep on. The way in which you go about things, you only ever use the trans card when you're being called out, and you only get dressed up when you want to go out on a night out. You only ever use trans in a sexual way for Grindr, which we'll get to that soon. But it's funny, isn't it? Real funny that.
like us or not, we are put in the same category in the streets, in public.
You are currently presenting as a man with sunglasses and long hair. Don't say that, as you are currently dressed as a man.
Against men, and we all have one common enemy: pervy men. We all have one common enemy, and
That man was not perving on you. That man was having a good time. You were perving on them.
if you class me as a man, right? I'm just gonna say.
God, you know what? There's so many fucking
Men. We all have
There's so many fucking bits to this. Oh my god.
men. We all have one common enemy, and if you class me
We have one comment, it's pervy men. I'm a man and I'm pissed off he keeps making we're all weirdos and very angry with him. Yeah, I know. I know.
as a man, right? That's fine. I don't care.
Wait. You don't care? That's not me glitching, by the way. I think it's just the recording on their fucking Wi-Fi.
But transgender is one of the most searched for fetishes in.
Okay, this threw me. This threw me through a fucking loop. So, right, let's address the Elphaba doesn't care if people call them a man. Right. Let's address that first. Elphaba doesn't care if people call them a man. Yes, you do, because every single time somebody calls Elphaba a man, the trans card gets used all the time. This really threw me through a loop. So Elphaba just turned around and said, trans... What was it? Hang on, let me go back a second. I do apologise. Excuse you?
We all have one common enemy, and if you class me as a man, right? That's fine. I don't care.
Sorry. But wait, this threw me through a fucking loop. When I heard it, I was like, what? What the fuck are we doing?
But transgender is one of the most searched for fetishes in the world.
Transgender is the most searched for fetishes in the world. Again, Elphaba's revealing so much about themselves by saying that. Elphaba, have you been searching that? Because that's very telling. Okay. Yeah, you saw it. Yeah, so yeah. But apparently he's not trans, not using trans to be a fetish. It's to be accepted, isn't it? Yeah, I know this. I was like, what? So he makes themselves trans to appeal more to people. Yep. You just revealed that you use trans as a fetish because you are searching those terms up. Somebody who's actually trans wouldn't be searching that up. Why are you searching that up? What the fuck? Yeah, they've searched up what men's fetishes are. This was crazy. Like, what the fuck? Huh? Nuts. Crazy. What the fuck?
So you couldn't actually like it. So,
Ooh, my postman's here.
you have to understand that, okay? So anyway, moving on. Have a love.
You have to understand that moving on. Alpha just moves past that so quickly. So now we understand what being trans is all about for you. Now, that's very clear. We can close the book. You'll never get hormones and you'll never actually transition. It's a fetish for you. You want to attract. Okay. Now, here's the thing, right. I'm going to, what's happened, I missed it making a cup of tea. He just admitted that apparently, according to E, transgender is the most searched term, fetish search term, whatever. Here's a key factor that a lot of, and so a few gay men out there, and I've met a few that do this throughout my time upon the gay scene in my early 20s. They have a fetish for trying to lure straight, we'll say straight men in air quotes, because they're not straight, they're just bi and in the closet. Well, not in the closet, but they struggle with their sexuality. But bi-curious, yes, Donna, yeah, bi-curious. And you'll find a lot of married men are bi-curious, but they don't want to admit it to themselves. And it's heartbreaking to see. I got more thought in my weekly shopping than their transition, yeah. And you do see it a lot. Male gigolo, yeah. So that, and that's where you'll see a lot of what Elphaba does, because you see it. I hear bi curious, and all I can think of is poor little Butters from South Park. Yeah, I know, Pentic, I know. But a few gay men will chase. You've heard of these men who chase trans people, but what you'll sometimes see is gay men chasing quote unquote straight men. I say straight men in air quotes. And that's what Elphaba's doing with this trans card. Elphaba's using the trans card because you've just heard it. It's a fetish. Nobody views it as a fetish. I know it's glitching out. UK, I can't be asked to freaking figure out what's wrong with it today. It's having a moment. They do it for a kick to say they turned them. Yes, Donna. Yes, I think it's freaking sick, to be honest. I think it's sick, but yes, there are a few gay men out there who will do it for a kick to say that they turned a straight man, or and they will look for married men, and it's absolutely disgusting. But that's women. Yeah, women do it too. Yeah, it's not just gay men that do it, but women do it too. Did you make the raccoon yourself? No, I use a software called Animes. UK TikTok, I'm wrong. I use a software called Animes. The raccoon is one of the characters in it. The raccoon got a mind of its own. Yeah, just Gemma. I have never even hit on a man. First, let alone chase one. They were looking with it. Yeah, Joshua, I'm howling. It looks like you're frantically moving around on this thing. It's a good software, UK TikTok on mine. It's kind of funny. It's like you see something move and suddenly look at it. Oh, but yeah, no, it's having a moment today. But yes, I think that's what Alpha was doing. Alpha was trying to chase straight, married men. That's what Alpha was doing. Because Alpha was views the trans card as a fetish. They'd made a kink-friendly space and said, yes, they have Mystic, yes, I have. They're so-called daddies, daddies. And, you know, I mean, they can do that. Here's the thing. I've got nothing wrong. I mean, it's a very touchy subject when, preferably which ones, yeah. It's a very touchy subject when we have this conversation, because when it comes to the men that are bi-curious and are afraid to come out, and, you know, if they're married and have kids and things like that, it's a touchy subject because, you know, what about the wife and the kids and things like that? It's a very touchy subject, and, you know, it's doing harm to them. And that's the reason why it's not really talked about. My husband said he looks like he needs a good sheep dip. If that's what they want to do, then that's up to them. But he's trying to trick them. Yeah, and that's where, like, I'm just thinking about that, because the way in which Elphaba talks about being trans all the time, and the way in which Elphaba uses the trans card, dressing up as a woman, and being vulnerable, and like only dressing up to go out, and only dressing up and using Grindr and things like that, it screams that that's what Elphaba is trying to do. And the way in which Elphaba just turned around and said transgender is the most searched fetish, and I'm like, have you searched that up yourself? Because that's weird to me. That's such a strange thing to search up, and that's such a strange thing to do. Yes, yeah, no, yeah, that's another thing as well. Then he'd turn it to say them, yeah, and like, it's so. I ended up in a 31-year relationship with a man who was transphobic when we first met. I mean, it's good. I mean, it's not good that obviously he was transphobic, but yeah, I mean, which he just turned around and said, I just Googled it and it said trans isn't a fetish. I mean, I don't know where he's Googled that, but I was just going to tell him to say, it's not good that obviously they were transphobic, the Reluctant Widow, but it's good that, like, you've been in a 31-year relationship and that things has obviously changed. I made them to do, yeah. How many times have I downloaded the Orange app after starting my transitions? Yeah, Mystique, yeah. It isn't, and foot BDSM is most searched. I mean, yes, Lisa, yeah. Google's the only friend he has. I mean, I know siblings is fairly popular here in some parts of the US. Yeah, I mean, that is a, yeah, that's a weird one. He loved you for you. He loved you for you. I was his wife. He was proud of, not some damn trans trophy wife. The Reluctant Widow. That's amazing. And like, there's a lovely trans female. They are transitioning from male to female. And they're married. There's a few that I follow. They're transitioned from male to female. There's one that's transitioned from female to male, and they're still together. And Alexis Blake, they were a gay couple, and Alexis transitioned from male to female. Yeah, the Reluctant Widow. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure anyone know about Grim Life Collective. Michael is now transitioning to Emily. Oh, okay. Hello, Mimi. Hello. I saw your video, Mimi. Annie, I saw your video. My husband passed away Christmas 2012. I'm sorry, Reluctant Widow. Yeah, you know, I think we need more. We do need more stories. We do need more stories. You know, I was going to say real trans people, but you get what I mean. Of trans people that have been, otherwise, it still be together. Yeah, you would be a Reluctant Widow. Would have still been together, yeah. We need more stories of trans people who have been through the process. And, you know, sharing your stories would help so many people. I do have another TikTok where I do want to get more stories to do with autism and the LGBT plus community. I figured this TikTok is more to do with like covering Elphaba and the wrong uns, but I do have another TikTok where I'm going to be posting. I've got one for beauty, one for LGBT witchy stuff, and one for gaming. Yeah. The Elphaba keeps me busy. The loudest voices are the ones heard, and unfortunately, yeah, Mimi, I know, and that's the problem. I made him wait almost 5 years to be with me. Oh, looked him with a damn. You made him wait 5 years? Damn. But you know, that sounds lovely though. You were with him for 31 years. The raccoon definitely has a mind of its own today. Yeah, I've left it alone, Char. It's just doing what it wants. But also the loudest voices have the smallest brains. I mean, Spag, you're not wrong. I honestly would love E to do something to help the communities E destroys, but won't happen. It won't happen, Danielle. It won't happen. But yeah, so what's
Lovely day. Look after yourself. And I won't be live because I'm taking a break.
So there won't be live. It's Mimi. It's having a mind of its own. Popular term on PH in Illinois is hairy armpits. Oh God, really? And Andre, I agreed to be in a relationship. He took me to meet his parents. Aww. That's so lovely. Those filthy sunglasses of his are an insult to them. No. So they're telling us that they wouldn't be live. And that's my fucking phone. Oh, hang on. Let me grab that actually, because I think my phone's fucking charged. That would be fully charged by now. And I think maybe Mr. Raccoon may have sent me a message that I may have ignored by accident.
Thanks for the gift.
No, he hasn't. But I know he knows that I'm live anyway. Taking a break. Don't want to face the backlash. Oh no, T, they came live again. They came live again afterwards. Thank you, Ashley. They came live again.
Because girl,
listen. The raccoon's just doing what it wants.
Thanks for the gift.
It's having a meltdown today. The DV community doesn't care if you a triangle and a bird. DV's DV, yeah, he mocks it. Yeah, Lila, I know. I made spare accounts on all platforms because I cannot let them get away with it this time. Not again. I know. It's feral. I mean, I'm pretty feral myself. You know what?
Thanks for the gift.
I'm pretty... thank you, Mystique. It's gone feral today. I give up. I was planning to go. So, at some point, I will actually, put my lovely mug on camera and do my.
Thanks for the
get
gift.
all dolled up and do my face. Sleep paralysis. Raccoon has returned. Yeah. Is the lens on cam clean? Probably not. I just think it's glitching, Fentic. I just think it's glitching. Good morning, cryptid hyena. Ooh, I like the name. The raccoon is stressed.
the live streams for a minute. I'm not here for it. I'm just gonna do videos. Got a vlog coming out soon.
Is that the vlog where you are gonna fake your NHS thing? Just out of curiosity.
And yeah, so that's it really. Comments will be limited. I'm not dealing with it. because I'm
Oh, you're not dealing with the truth, Elphaba. You're not dealing with the truth. That's such a shame. That is such a shame.
not having anyone have the. I'm not giving anyone a platform to be transphobic to me at all.
Well, I'm giving them the platform to say their piece. They're not transphobic. They're saying their piece. Bring on another fake letterhead in a few days. Yeah, no. It was the wicked front row for this 61st time blog. Oh, that was the blog. Ha 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 ha.
No one. I'm not giving anyone attention if they're just going to be transphobic at all.
Well, they certainly gave us attention again after this. So this, as I said, this was during the day, and we certainly got a freaking live afterwards. The Wi-Fi sings so well. We're all waiting,
And if someone
Danielle.
says, oh, but this isn't transphobic, you clearly accuse someone. And
We love the mocking.
I was drunk, I was vulnerable, I didn't know the person, they could have had bad intentions, you know.
They didn't have bad intentions. You were sober, you were fine, and you kept on moving the camera towards you because you wanted the attention, and you were probably pissed off because he declined your sexual advances. I'm just going to say sexual advances.
And I was also very, very
Thanks for the
vulnerable
gift.
drunk as well. And can you imagine how I felt? Anyway, it wasn't a big deal anyway. I'm sure
It wasn't a big deal for
Thanks for the
you,
gift.
but those people who actually go through things, it's a big deal for them. And that's the problem with you. Hey, Kaz, Moon, hello.
he didn't mean anything by it as well, so that made it more worse because so understand if you're in public and you see me in what photo, understand I'm autistic and I'm overstimulated.
You're not autistic. You're not autistic. You have no problems. You have no problems when you want the attention, you have no fucking problem. The autism is not in the room with us. But when you don't want the attention, oh, the autism is there.
Very easily, and it's not fun in any of the slightest at all. It's not fun.
Elphaba, you do realise you had the last, there is 6 years of you on this platform. 6 years of you on this platform. You have had no problem. No issues. But now all of a sudden, oh, now you've got all these issues? Okay. You do realise that there is a pattern with you. Oh, and okay, I know. Mocking autism again.
And just don't do it. Just don't do it. Please don't do it, because I do get overstimulated, and it's not nice, and it's not fun to experience because
You didn't get overstimulated at the what was it? At the Wicked. You don't get overstimulated when it's Wicked. Oh, you're perfectly fine going to a packed theatre. Perfectly fine then. Oh, and you were perfectly fine at the Nicki Minaj concert. Oh, wait, you were perfectly fine then. Perfectly fine at concerts. Perfectly fine at the Wicked premiere. Absolutely fine. Amazing. No, you're a fucking liar. You don't get overstimulated. You don't get overstimulated whatsoever. You're a liar. You took your daughter to a sooty show. She was overstimulated even with ear defenders on. Yeah, Faye, I know. As an autistic person, I could not imagine painting myself
Thanks
in
for
green
following.
face paint for starters. I mean, it's just...
Thanks for following.
I get overstimulated unless there's a card machine for you to pay for a selfie. Spag.
Thanks for the gift.
They choose when they get overstimulated, yes, and that's not how autism works.
really do not like it. especially drunk. It is the worst thing to have someone screaming in your fucking face.
Oh, wait. Didn't you turn around and say, what was the advice you gave to autistic people? I'll just have a drink. So now it's a problem. You see, the advice you gave, literally, the advice Elphaba gave to everyone just before they went on the night out, as an autistic person, was, I'll just have a drink and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. That was the advice. But now, oh, the drink didn't work, did it? Oh, now you were too drunk. Oh, now it's a problem. Okay. Did anyone see the bit where he was screwing his face up, acting like the lights were affected? Yeah, I saw that, Witchy. Never had an issue with the lights before, though. That's a new thing. That's a new thing for Elphaba as well. Apparently Elphaba thinks I should day drink to get over my sensory issues. No. But that's a new thing as well. Twitching, all the new things. And the squeak's come back, hasn't it, Elphaba? The squeak has come back. Oh, but that disappears and goes when it wants to as well.
Elphaba. Worst fucking thing. Tell ya. Like, it gives me actual fucking heart palpitations sometimes. I'm like...
Then why? Here's the thing. Elphaba, right. I'm going to go back to... I went out on a night out with some friends. I lasted about 2 hours. You managed to last 12. I lasted about 2 hours. And that was with friends. You know, we went out on the night. It was her birthday. Went out. I went out for her. Went dancing. It was a good night. I had to keep on going outside. I kept having to remove myself from the loud noise. You did not remove yourself from this situation. If it was so overstimulating and so bad, why didn't you remove yourself? And heart palpitations, you're taking the piss. I can think of 2 surgeries he needs. One to take foot out of mouth and one to show mouth show. Yeah. If they don't want to be known, why go online and live your life? And like, yeah, that's another thing. In my 48 years, I have been clubbing 3 times, just could not do it. I mean, yeah. You have to have a heart to get palpitations. Morning, Sarah. Oh, and he magically changed medication, claiming they're on vaccine. Yeah, they're on new medication now as well, yeah. I think that comes up in the other live.
Jesus Christ, like, what the fuck? You can only imagine. So anyway... I'm gonna head off now. Look after yourselves. I hope this has been addressed now. I'm not addressing it anymore.
No, it hasn't been addressed. You mocked DV. You mocked domestic violence. You were fine. You could have put a man's life in danger. That man was fucking horrified by what you and your chat did. If that chat decided to call the police, you would have been fucked. Absolutely fucked, Elphaba, because you were making a scene and those men wanted to make sure that you were okay, and they were basically they wanted to get you water because you were acting a fool and acting drunk.
And if anyone talks about it in my comment section and puts it on my name, I will be
Ooh, here comes the legal shit.
Deleting the comments.
Of course you will.
And I'll be blocking you. And
ooh, deleting comments and blocking people. Okay.
If you try and ruin my life with it.
Listen, girl. I'm blocked. Listen, I get blocked all the fucking time. There are ways and means to fucking watch shit. I'm watching this through Peekaboo. There are ways and means, and listen, I don't need to comment on your shit. I can comment in my own shit. Some LGBT person somewhere needs to reclaim Elphaba. I mean, yeah, they do. Put it on my name. It's already on your name. Yeah, they've mocked domestic violence many times. They've already done all that.
Like, people, I'll be starting to take legal action against these people because another defamation of character, darling. We're not having it.
It's not defamation of character if the evidence is there and it's all true. It's not defamation of character, love, if we can prove that what you did and what you said and it's all true. So, okay. And you destroyed your own character.
So anyway, have a lovely day. Look after yourselves. The ones that have listened and understood where I come from, thank you. I mean that.
So basically, about 10 people who kiss your ass because they can't see the truth. What the
I just
fuck?
realised.
What just happened? I was watching that, you bitch. Sorry, I shouldn't swear. I was watching that, asshole. And I still swore.
Happy man. We all have one common
Rude. How fucking rude. That just jumped on its
enemy. And if you class me as a man,
You
right?
are a man. But I don't get... Oh, piss off.
Happy man. We all have one
We all have one common... Apparently, you all have one common enemy, men. I did think this when you mentioned Peekaboo. Yeah, this is on Peekaboo's account. Fucking do one. You know what? I'm just going to go to the next one, but... I'm just going to go to the next one.
Just say
Sorry.
that.
Sorry, I don't know what the fuck's happening. Fucking rude asshole.
Basically just say that.
Fucking rude. Anyway, I forgot what I was fucking saying. Oh, defamation of character, that was it. It's not defamation of character, Elphaba, when you've destroyed your own fucking character, dumbass.
I
Thanks for the
was
gift.
not mocking DV at all. I would never do that. And
I think... these are... Oh, wait. These are fucking...
basically just say that.
Oh, piss off.
Basically just say that.
I had the technical... How many people would he be suing? All of us. Hey, Sarah. They'll be suing all of us. Even your computer has had enough of these crap. I mean, you're not fucking wrong. I mean, literally. Technical fucking issues. Hey, yes, you did, and have multiple
Thanks for
times.
the gift.
I mean, Lisa. I mean, sorry, someone said... Who said it? Real life Raggy. I mean, listen. Raggy. It wouldn't be a Josh live if I wasn't fucking having computer fucking issues.
Thanks for the gift.
Yeah, the spirits are protecting me. Hey, Ellie. Yeah, by the way, thank you, Sarah and Elle and the other Sarah and Ten. Thank you all for the go popular and heart me's, by those people. I do apologise. I'm not keeping up with chat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, so this is playing. They're not mocking DV, but here we go.
I was not mocking DV at all. I would never do that. And I'm gonna call Angela. I'm calling Angela. I'm scared of you. That was a good one, wasn't it?
Yep. See, look perfectly fine.
Right, guess who I am? Guess who I am? I'm gonna go back to my domestic violent relationship. Okay.
Wow. So tell me again, Elphaba, how you're not mocking DV. They were mocking Mama Kaz with that, by the way. They were mocking Mama Kaz. Tell me again how you don't mock DV. No, the Mama Kaz one was a few years ago. The mocking the Ask Angela one was, I want to say, a few weeks ago / a month ago. The nightclub was obviously, we all know when that was, because Alpha was trying to escape that. Albert, you've been mucking DV for years, love. And then we have this one.
That's, you know, so, and then,
Hang on. I need to fucking do that.
that's, you know, so,
I'm sorry, but he need a good smack into reality. I mean, he forgets about their digital footprint, doesn't he? Yes, yep, they definitely do. Is DV/ASA some sort of fetish? Yes, yes, it is. It is when it comes to Elphaba, definitely. And like I turn around and say, I think being trans is also a fetish. And then this is one. Did you want help all while on live?
and then villainizing me after wanting help is actually insane. That's just my opinion anyway. So I think it's really fucking ridiculous, to be honest, that people...
So did they actually want help? Air kisses. Oh. You really wanted help, Elphaba. Really wanted help.
It's cool, fine, go, it's fine, relax.
Yeah, there was a Mama Kaz incident. Mama Kaz and Elphaba fell out a while ago. So, right. Yeah, right. So, Elphaba turned around and said, in this live stream yesterday, that was all happening yesterday daytime. Elphaba turned around and said, I'm not going to come live anymore. I'm just going to do videos. Now, I was live yesterday evening because normally on Sundays I do a live where everyone can come up and have their say. Elphaba went live at the same time. And so
Against...
we have some... so Elphaba went live again.
Against people.
So he shows the text of the police. Oh, we're going to go through that text, by the way. Oh, and after this live stream, by the way, guess what Elphaba was? Yeah, that had been my mama cast. Guess what Elphaba was after this live stream? Because it was posted on Reddit. Grinder. So you were... These men are so weird. Us men, and by the way, I include myself here. Us men are so weird. With all the weirdos. We're pervy. Yeah. You're on Grindr, searching for us all the fucking time. Yeah, it was last night, Pentic, yeah. You're searching for us all the fucking time. Why? If we're so pervy and we're such a problem, why the fuck are you constantly searching for us all the time then? Huh? But this fucking letter, which I've got it by the way, no fucking. When he labels men like that,
Thanks
I think he's talking about themselves. Yeah, I think they are. They are talking about themselves. But anyway, so we've got this letter, which I know I did it in video format, but I'm going to do it here as well because we need a laugh. I can't. I just...
Cool. I've already started the process of it. I've also got... Let me show you the screenshot that I've started already. This is October 2025, so...
Right. We're going to go through this letter afterwards. Yeah, it's deflection. It's a manipulation tactic. It is. They shouldn't need to go on a Grindr. They shouldn't need to go on Grindr. They had so many men after them on the club. Yeah, I know. Notice that he wipes their nose whenever they lies. Yeah, I know, Queen Bee. But this letter... Oh my god. Fucking... Bleh. I'm confused. Why would he be on Grindr? Sex. The reluctant widow. They want sex.
Here we are. So good morning. Met police on contact with relation to the crime that you reported. Offensive measures they received.
They read it so fast, but we're gonna break it down.
Instagram and TikTok. So you can say this is Photoshop all you fucking want because you know what, I really don't give a fuck.
You really don't give a fuck, Elphaba. Girl, fuck me. You think this is the own? It's not.
But this is...
Safa, we're gonna go through it. we're gonna go through it after this. Don't worry.
Still ongoing for me. So understand that I'm the one that's taking legal action against these people, and these people are just
Legal action, girl.
sat on their asses,
Thanks
doing
for
fuck all
following.
with their life, talking a load of bull.
Doing Elphaba. What do you do all fucking day? You sit and watch other people's live streams about you. We've seen you do that. And you fucking sit there and fucking live stream on your fucking ass all day. What the
Thanks
fuck
for
do you
following.
do? Hypocrite. Yeah, the irony that I swear they're listening to us last night. Yeah, Wicked, I think they were. But the letter made me fucking laugh out loud. The legal action. Girl, I'll be waiting. You gotta sue a lot of people. You gotta sue people in the UK. No, England. We'll go section by section. England has their own legal system. Scotland does. Ireland does. Australia does. And the US does. That's 5 different places. And there are other places. That's 5 different places. 5 different legal systems. But defamation of character. Girl, you don't... And the burden of proof is on you to prove that we're lying. The burden of proof is on you to prove that we are lying about you. And yet there is a digital footprint longer than my fucking sex life. And trust me, that's long. Ha.
Shit. Whereas me, I'm trying to go out, I'm trying to socialise, I'm actually trying my best. And
You mean you're going out and accusing men of GV? You're going out and causing chaos, going out and mocking autism, going out and mocking being trans, going out and getting fake letters. I mean, let's call it what it is.
hard because I'm really terrible at making friends.
No, you're not terrible at making friends. You're terrible at keeping friends because those friends find out that you're a liar and a fraud and you try and manipulate them and control them. I mean, let's just call it what it is. That seems to be the pattern with all of your friends. You try and control them. That's it. You try and control them and they don't like it. You try and control every aspect of their life and you're an attention seeker.
And that's how it is. So, because I want to find people like me who like theatre or Pokemon or, you know, things like that. Like, I want to
You
find...
do realise that you can do that. I've got many friends who like Pokemon. Many friends who like theatre. Many friends who like the same things that I do. You see, this is the problem here, Elphaba. You've fucked yourself. That sounds wrong in my head. You've fucked yourself over. No one wants to be your friend because of what you've done. And you continue to come online and pull the same shit over and over and over again.
People like me, my age. Do you know what I'm saying? Preferably older, because I like maturity as well, to be honest. I don't like the bullshit. I don't like two-faced people. I hate...
Right, so that was clip number 1. We're going to go through the letter after the 2 clips, because there's only 2 clips here.
Me before, I've had...
Right, so there's only 2 clips, and we're going to go through the letter afterwards.
Me before, I've had not so great people use me before.
Oh, use you. They haven't used you. They've left you because you're a fucking parasite.
And you can tell I was drunk. I literally took a,
Oh god, they're still trying to fucking go about it.
water off him. People in the chat were saying...
So you took water off him. So they were trying to make sure that you was okay. See, your lies are catching up with you, Elphaba. What's that control order they put to Brittany? I think in the conservatorship with Britney Spears. That was horrible though. They shouldn't have done that to Britney. Free Britney. It's like weird person liking what you like and you are just like, maybe I don't like it anymore. Yeah. You would not take a drink if you felt genuinely scared. Yes, Becky. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. People in the chat was telling them to go home. He told everyone to F off. Yes, they did. Yeah. He uses people, but he clearly doesn't use the water in the taps to... Donna. He needs locked up in the key. Yeah, I know.
Oh, don't take that off him. But, like, I was kind of fine with him. At the same time, I wasn't, because I didn't like him touching me, like, as like hugging me. So I just didn't know the intention. So I was kind of iffy. Which...
But you were vulnerable.
Right, when I did that hand signal, I did it out of, like, I didn't want to cause a problem. I just said I wanted him to see that. Like, I just felt a bit uncomfortable.
You wanted him to see that you felt uncomfortable. Huh? Why don't you just leave? None of this makes any sense. You do realise that, Elphaba, none of this makes any sense whatsoever. You were fine with him. You was absolutely fine. What this boils down to is he was getting attention, you didn't like it, and you also didn't like the fact that this man was just wanting to be your friend and not sleep with you.
And I think it should be taken seriously regardless of who you are. If anyone feels unsafe, that should be taken seriously. That's what I'm saying.
But you didn't feel unsafe. We watched the live stream. You don't understand this, do you? We watched the live stream. Yeah, no.
So, like me or not, trans women matter too.
You're not a trans woman. It's a fetish for you. You're the one that searched up transgender is a fetish, apparently, even though people have Googled it and it's not a fetish, which is a weird thing to fucking say. You just outed the fact that you, Elphaba, view being transgender as a fetish. You have admitted that on a live stream. My God, he wouldn't have took the water and wouldn't be blowing kisses at the man. No, they wouldn't, Rachel, no. It's amazing how he acts feral in the streets with passers-by being uncomfortable, but at the club, yeah, I know. He picks and chooses when this is. He used that hand signal to get a reaction. And the guy was absolutely mortified.
And whether you are transphobic or not, you have to understand,
Whether you are transphobic or not, it fucking makes no sense.
I'm put in the same category as women when I go out looking like that.
Again, this language, exactly what I was saying last night. Every woman or man in that position, no, he was weird with that. Yes. And here's the thing with this. The language, I said this earlier, the language that Elphaba uses here clearly state, Alpha, you don't realise that you're done. You are done here. The trans card is over for you. Because the language that you, the fetish thing that you used as well is weird. But the language that you use, when I am dressed like that, I am categorized as a woman. Which means in your brain, in your head, when you are looking like this, you are a man then. So you pick and choose when you are a woman. So basically, being trans is a sexual fetish for you. And you don't realise what you say. You walked straight into the point. You have walked straight into the point of you using the trans community as a sexual fetish because you pick and choose when you want to dress up as a woman. when if you was actually a trans woman, that wouldn't be a thing. That wouldn't be a thing. You would be you would literally turn around and say, I am a woman, categorized as a woman, whether you were dressed up as a woman or not dressed up as a woman. And you don't realize that you walked straight into the point that people are making about you. That's the reason why you will never be on hormones. You will never actually transition, because it's a fetish. And like I said earlier, you, as someone diagnosed with autism, do you think E has it or is neurodivergent? No, Gia, no, I don't. I think they're using autism as a fetish as well. They're using the neurodivergent community as a fetish as well. Oh yeah, Donna, yeah, they are. The trans community is very angry. A woman 24/7, not just when they are done up for a night out. Exactly. Two dots. Yes, exactly. He said before he doesn't want to be a woman. Yeah, Lala, they have. They pick and choose when they want to be trans, just like they are picking and choosing when they want to be autistic as well. If you notice, they are picking and choosing when they want to be autistic as well. No, Gia, I know. Yeah, I know. There's a few people that are waiting for a diagnosis. And my heart goes out to you when you were waiting for that diagnosis as well. I was diagnosed as a child. So I grew up. It's very different for me, because I'm speaking to people that are going through the diagnosis. Didn't he say they got their results the day after assessment too? Yes, well, pretty much. They got it on the day, apparently. So I was diagnosed as a child, and it's my experience is very different to the people who are later in life getting diagnosed. So my experience is, I've always known that I was always diagnosed, always knew. And my mum, I've stated this before, my mum went into the mental health field to learn. Just sat here messaging YMS with screenshots. Wicked. I was diagnosed as an adult and felt so much relief to have answers I didn't use as an. So yeah, Becky, and that's the thing. My sons were 5 and 8 when they got diagnosed, and it's a very different experience being diagnosed as a child. And this is the reason why, some people are autistic but don't know. Yeah, Anthony, yeah, yeah. It was a relief, not excitement. And, as I said, my experience is, different. I had a brain injury as well that brought... So, from what my mum says, because I don't really have... I have some memories, but not all of them. It's very, very strange, because I'll get random memories just randomly pop up in my head, like flashes, from back then. So I had a brain injury which wiped my memory, but it also brought out the autism traits even more, from what my mum said. So I've got the brain injury side of it as well, and it brought out the autism traits even more to the forefront. So my experience is very different in that aspect as well. So so I'm trying to, as a child it's hard for them to understand what's going on, and it was for me, Claire. That's the thing here. So my experience was, I knew I was always told I was autistic, and always told I was different, and always treated differently to, say, my brothers and different children. But I was also, it was very, very different for me in that regard. I had a very different childhood to most children, to be honest. And so I come from that I come from that experience, and so it's very, very different from. Yeah, he just likes labels because it makes him feel special. Yes, Anthony. Yeah, it definitely. And like I said, I think it's a fetish for them. I was horribly bullied in school and had no idea why until I finally got diagnosed. Yeah, Becky. I was put in it was called the special needs side of things back then. I was in a mainstream school with a special needs attached, is what they would call it. So, and it was mainly for learning difficulties, not necessarily for autism. So they didn't really help me for the social aspects and the autism side of things. But it was mainly for the learning difficulty side of things. My friend's son was diagnosed at 3 with autism. It was just before he went to nursery. Oh, we all love. I was different and bullied and always assumed it was down to trauma, but nope, ASD for me. Yeah. In the end, both of them went to special needs schools. Yeah, Claire, yeah. He thinks more labels, more chance for PIP, and not having to have a job to collect benefits. And that's the thing here, you know. My partner, Mr. Raccoon, I don't think he's in the chat right now because he's at work, which is a good point that I'm about to bring up. I have many other issues, like with my keloid scarring, and many other health issues aside from autism. I also have chronic depression and things like that added to that as well. But Mr. Raccoon also is autistic as well. But he works long freaking hours and things like that. So you can work with autism. It is possible. He's worked retail, really high stressful job, and he worked in retail, and now he works in hospitality. I'll be honest, due to DV at home, I used school as a way to mess around. I get that, Lila. Yeah, I get that. I'm gonna butcher that. Jorgrons. I'm sorry if I butchered that. And depression as well as autism, and I work as a CENTA. Oh, awesome. I'm ADHD and work. Yeah. I grew up in 1970 and girls were hardly diagnosed, yes, and never had help I needed. Called a daydreamer. Oh, you called a daydreamer. I do that a lot though. But you sort of zone out and daydream. I do that. My partner has 27 diagnosed conditions and he works for some. Yeah, it can be done, Chloe, it can be done. He thinks that have loads of labels who came out of trouble with the law. Yes, they did turn around and say that. I work with someone who is autistic and he's brilliant under pressure and he works in music. Yeah, it can be done, carry on, yeah. As I say, I've done a lot of volunteer work. I used to work with, I worked with Autism West Midlands, St John's Ambulance. I've done some volunteer work with Mind, with LGBT centres. When COVID hit, it all stopped. And then, I'll be honest, when COVID hit, I didn't think COVID affected me that much. But then I got into the mindset of, I'm a hermit anyway, which is true, I am. And now I struggle with a lot of stepping outside the house. Is it agoraphobia? I'm not agoraphobic at all, but it's like slightly agoraphobic. And they turned around and said I've got like cabin fever. Got cabin fever basically, yeah. And no, it's not like that, which is my own fault really. When COVID hit, my brain was like, well, I don't need to go out anyway, so. And I need to start training my brain to like, we just like being at home. Yeah, I'm a homebody. And then obviously, like everybody else did, I turned to the internet to do things, and boom, here I am. Here's Josh the Raccoon and things like that. I definitely prefer being at home. Yeah, you can do, yeah. But you can get into a rut with it, and I know that I've gotten into a rut with it. I always say, why do I need to leave the house when I have everything in my house I want? Exactly, Chloe. But I know that I can drive myself crazy. And I think that's the reason why sort of like I will admit Alphaba's driving me nuts right now. Because I'm driving myself nuts. I drive myself nuts every day. I do game a lot though, to be fair. I do game and I watch a lot of as I say, I've been watching a lot of what's her name? Coffee and Cults. I prefer being inside, but my BPD is a lot happier when I'm around people. So, Lila, I turned around and said, so you've got introverts and then you've got extroverts. And you'll find that there's the social. I gotta get my head together and get my nail salon up and running. Yes, Lisa. So there's the social battery. Online shopping and takeaway deliveries have some people are definitely omniverts. Yeah, so that's what they're both. Good night, Queen Bee. Your raccoon is being very dramatic. Oh, Haley, it is. I don't know what's going on with it. It's having a moment. Is it legal for the postman to put reform ads through my door, do you think? So it is legal, but you can send it back, and you can send it back, I believe. So there's a social battery when it comes to like autistic people. So I like get my social interactions through this, but then I'll be absolutely silent, and then I think, oh, I was meant to send Wicked a thing. I'm gonna write that on here. I'm gonna write it on a piece of paper so that I remember to do it, because I always forget. I always forget to do things. I was meant to send you something. I was meant to send you something about awards. Send Wicked video on wards. On wards. That's just popped into my head, and that was a month ago. I was meant to send that. What was it? A month and a half ago? Jesus Christ, I can't fucking remember these fucking things. But that's the thing. Well, I like the confusion from Wicked. No, Wicked's biggest shit. Yeah, Wicked's like what? It was ages ago, but that's just coming to my brain. But that's just it. Like I get the social interactions from here, but then like after this live stream, I will go to sleep. That's it, because my social battery will drain, and then I'll go to sleep. You're excited to meet us all in court, I know. Oh, right, so, yes. Let me finish the rest of this.
And there's a lot of people and a lot of men on chases that go after me. And me before, I've had
a lot of men and a lot of chases. I think that's the last video. I wouldn't do any of this. They wouldn't do any of this. I've had to do a hate crime police report myself. They wouldn't do any of this shit. None of this shit whatsoever. Yeah, conveniently corrupt. Yeah, I know. Wild, isn't it? That is. Yeah, I got phone calls. Wicked. When I did mine on through the online hate crime thing, and then I got a phone call. I actually got it. I did get emails, but mostly it was done through phone calls. I can't read what the bottom part actually says. It just, if you have any further questions, please contact. And then it, hang on, let me see if I can see this on my phone better. I'm just wading through the half-naked men I've got on my phone. You see, Elphaba? What I've got on my screenshots is half-naked men. At least I'm fucking honest. We could stage anything, just crop out everything except messages. Oh, we could. So, it says text message, SMS, but I can't read what that fucking says. Directly as its inbox is not... All I can read is... please something And then the really bottom part says directly as its inbox is not, and then it cuts off. That's all I can read. Oh wait, sorry. Oh fuck, I'm knocking shit over. Oh wait, hang on. Let me. Oh come on. Hey Wicked.
Hey up, troublemakers. Oh, your screen's gone black, dude.
Has it? It hasn't gone black for
Oh,
me.
there you go. It came back. It's come back.
Oh, there we go.
It might have just been my phone. I think that at the bottom says, if you have any further contact questions, please contact, and then it's given an email address, which looks like it's a .uk. Please do not respond directly to this message, or do not respond directly to as its inbox is not. Even that it looks weird.
Which, you
Thanks
know.
for following.
Oh fucking! I'm knocking this over. Which would. I see. The problem is that there's so many grammatical errors here, and it's so wild to me that Alphabet is still trying to pass this off. See, I don't know why Alphabet is trying this.
Yeah, exactly, Hayley. The it looks wrong. Directly as it. That's it is, surely.
Yeah, Josie, we're looking.
And it would say as the inbox is not directly monitored or is not monitored.
Yeah, I don't. How. This definitely looks like a chat GPT to it.
This looks like a very poorly written Elphaba text message.
But like I say, you know, I mean, I miss words out all the time.
Yeah, but you would have for a police thing, they would have a formatted text.
Yeah.
And why would they be looking at messages from Instagram and then bringing up TikTok?
It's
They
just
wouldn't.
it's just so wild. Did I miss something since last night? Oh, Josie, we're just going through what he did. Yeah,
After they said they weren't going to come back on live for a while, they came back on live.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, and said that they got a case. Which apparently this is the case, and it's like
yeah, that would be closed. I mean, if it's a thing that was reported in October, they get an update in December. We are now a few days shy of May. There would be another update from this by now. There would be, and they would also have put the crime reference number rather than the in relation to offensive messages. It would be in relation to such and such crime number.
Yeah, there would. Yeah, police typically use formal legal processes like production orders or disclosure requests. I mean, I don't know what Alphabet was trying to do here.
Trying to intimidate us all again, Joshy, which does not work.
It really doesn't. Okay, so you're going legal with everyone. Bring it then.
With an American lawyer that has absolutely no freaking precedent or legal standing within the UK or Australia or anything else like that. So
it's just
never going to happen, Orion.
No, it's not. And
even if it does, the burden is on them to prove that what we have been saying to them and about them is not correct.
And there's so much proof out there that proves that Alphabet is what we say that they are.
Yeah.
And
I have literally just emailed YMS, the health and social care side of things, which do assessments. It says 50% of the NHS ones are done through them. However, they are trying to pass this off as a report from you. If it is genuine, that you need to know they have lied to you within the assessment. They are a known liar. It's been proven they are a known liar. Hear all the details for them online. Feel free. Saying they can't be in loud spaces. We're in a loud club at the weekend. All this kind of stuff. So I have literally just sent that all over to YMS. I think you need to take this up legally now, as this is bringing disrepute on your name.
It is. It really is. So here's the thing, because Alphabet's now trying to claim all the autism traits on live stream. They're literally parodying.
Yeah, they're doing these stereotypical things, and then they turn around 2 minutes later and go against it all.
Yeah, they do, which is wild to see.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, right? Say for example, because we know that E's learned from Maria how to scan the system. We know that. So say for example, E has managed to get this assessment.
Thanks
right?
for following.
They've done this assessment, right? And they've got we'll say they've managed to legally get these papers and lie, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll just go down. My stance is it's all a lie and it's all fake.
Thanks for the gift.
Let's let them have it for a second, and that they've managed to trick YMS, and that they've done this assessment, right? So here's the thing. So I posted a thing about YMS, and trying to recall it a lot, but basically YMS do the assessments.
Yeah, they also do the support hubs more than the assessment.
Yeah, they do the support hubs more, but a lot of so E went and did this assessment, but it was more. The thing is that he would need to have more assessments, like a lot more assessments done to actually get the diagnosis. That's where E's falling apart here. So even if E managed to trick YMS, they need more assessments done. And E's running with this, I'm now diagnosed. No, you're not. You need to have more. There's more stuff coming. And he's running with it, and he's trying to trick the NHS to get it on their NHS records.
Yeah, within the email I said that whether this is a genuine report from yourselves or not, I believe they have lied within the assessment itself if this assessment did genuinely happen.
Yes,
and are using this to threaten legal action and defraud charities and the NHS.
Yeah, Gail.
You need to take this legal. Is what I've literally said in this email. I can find it in a minute and read it to you, but it'll kick me out of the box.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for the gift.
So they need to know, and I'm going to probably sit here in my lunch hour in about 15-20 minutes and do the NHS fraud as well with the same screenshots and send them the link to that live, because they need to be stopped. Their actions are criminal.
Gail. What harm?
It means that they just need to look into it, Gail.
Yeah, that's.
And there is enough action. There is enough information out there, and screen recordings and deep dives into Elphaba that will back up that they are not autistic, and they do not have a thing about transport. They barely mention Pokemon unless it is to sell their cards or about their Mew collection. If they were having a genuine, non-stereotypical assessment, they would have mentioned Wicked at least once, and Defying Gravity and Elphaba.
And the food touching as well, that's another thing.
The food touching, and yet he sat there at the weekend eating cheesy chips, and we've seen how many things he piles on his plate in one big mesh.
Right, a lot of people are sending emails, yes.
Yeah, then that just shows how many people are affected, Gail.
It does. I
don't often send emails, but this has really annoyed me.
Elphaba has affected a lot of communities, and still does. It still does to this, even as of yesterday. Yeah. As of yesterday, on a night out.
Yeah, and there are many people who are annoyed and affected by it who will not send emails. I do it when I'm extremely irritated, and I believe that I've even said to them, I don't need to know if you do anything with this. Yeah. Here's the information that I believe is fraudulent.
That's all that anyone can do when it comes to
I don't want to hear anything back from them. I really don't care if I never hear from them again. However, I've sent them what proof we've got of them using YMS as a name, stating they did their assessment that is potentially, has been proven to be fraudulent in ChatGPT. I have given them no other information other than there is information there. Would you take the word of I mean, it's up to them if they do anything with it or not.
Yeah,
I'm not, as I say, I'm not expecting any more information from them. It is up to them whether they do anything or not. I have sent them the information saying this is potentially fraudulent. I believe you need to look at it legally, as either way they are bringing your name into disrepute.
Right, yeah.
You can agree with my actions or not, Gail, I really don't mind, but there are those who won't speak up and won't email. Mm-hmm. There are those who will about every little thing. I very rarely do, but this has really annoyed me as a member of the neurodivergent community.
Yeah. It is the right path to go down because he's affecting the neurodivergent community and he's mocking it constantly. And he's responding.
Exactly.
What he turned around and said
their actions don't match up with the report.
No.
At all.
No. And them trying to mock that and trying to use it constantly as a weapon, just like they're using the trans community as a weapon, is just...
Yeah.
Apart from being harassed online.
As I say, it's up to them if they want to do anything with the information I've given them or with the suspicions I've given them, then that's up to them.
Yeah, but apparently he recorded the session, which, okay, that, you know, he can record.
But we've seen no proof of that other than them saying it.
Other than them saying it, yeah. They haven't...
Because they realised as soon as went, you do know that's illegal, right? It's like, oh, yeah, and never seen light of day again. So
yeah.
If they did, they did. If they didn't, they didn't. There is no...
Yeah.
Proof of it either way other than them saying it, and as they have said themselves, they cannot stop lying. So
I mean, everything that they seem to say is a lie these days. I mean, the whole TikTok career. Career.
Yeah, and a whole quid yesterday. Woo!
Career in air quotes, should we say.
Yeah.
So career, but then they turned around and said that they weren't coming live, and then they came live again.
Yeah, they always do that, though, don't they? So
once he is off, you see, and Pip, it may calm down because he will need to focus on...
They claim they're not on UC and Pip.
No, they said that they're getting a lot of money from... But here's the thing, though. They said they're getting a lot of money from their videos, which... Okay, but then again, that brings into question if they're getting a lot of money, getting all this money for which you can see that they are because they're going out drinking, they're getting lip filler, they're getting all this done. Why are they still in a homeless accommodation then? Oh.
Yep.
It's like they run into all these. The problem with Elphaba is that they're running in to the and today they literally ran into the point of them fetishizing the trans community. They're running into the point of fetishizing the autistic community, and they're running into the point of them using homeless accommodation. It's like all of it, they're running into the points all the time. So it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah, and the tax bill, I don't even know if, because obviously tax season or the tax year ended at the beginning of April. I don't know how long it takes the HMRC to do all their paperwork at their end.
No,
they're quick enough to take the money off you, but they're very slow at giving it back if you're owed any.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So I don't know if there is an update for Orion on his tax bill. To be fair, I don't care.
I mean, we know that they're in debt with it, but other than that,
yeah, they admit that themselves.
They've admitted that themselves, but other than that, no. Other than that, yeah, romancing DBNS, so they do that a lot, and that's the problem here. There's a lot of issues that Elphaba does. There is a law of see something, say something. The same applies to reporting a digital footprint.
Yes.
Yes, there is.
It does, but to the extent that it has to be factual.
Yeah.
If you are doing it, and if it's not factual, you can say, this is what I believe. This is my opinion on this. It looks suspicious. It looks unusual. Do you need to look into this? As long as what you are telling someone is facts and it's backed up, or you state this is my opinion, I believe, this is what I think, then you're fine. There is no point in sending a company like YMS, for example, a email and saying they're doing this and and not giving them any basis, not giving them any facts, or it's complete BS and you are exaggerating the facts. There is no point in doing that, because that then does go into the harassment thing.
It does, yeah. So does anyone know from TickLeap what EOD has actually earned this year from TikTok? It can't be much. I don't know, Gail.
I think Jojo has the subscription for TickLeap, so maybe ask Jojo.
Yeah, I don't know.
If not, I think Strick, if he's still around, he used to do weekly earnings, so he could probably get you the figures.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if Strick's still around. Leave Jojo alone, Gail, for God's sake.
Yeah, see it, say it's sorted. That's saying. At the mention of the romancing the trans community, it exposes what he sees the community as. Yeah, it does not. It really does. Exactly. It's also funny how when there are admitted facts by the person, they still ignore. Yeah, I know. I mean, as I say, I don't know how much. I don't know how much he's earning on TikTok. I mean, they.
I mean, it's not a lot. I mean, I can probably pull up the last few days on TickLeap. Hang on. Excuse the tippy tapping. I'm at my desk.
Wicked's working hard.
I am. I've literally just come out of a massive meeting, so I'm taking a 2-minute brain break.
9 months, Alice. Oh, you mean the message? Because he brought it up yesterday.
It was literally brought up yesterday.
Yeah. So that took me a second.
I've still got an ongoing case. Here's the proof.
Yeah.
Which profile were they on yesterday?
Elphaba around Dorothy Live, I think.
Yeah, look. I know it got discontinued, so they wouldn't be able to access yesterday's thing. Was it Elphaba Live? Yeah, let me have a look.
Yeah.
Yesterday, so on the 24th it was a whole 12p, 25th was £1, 26th was 17p, and yesterday was a whole £1. And then I can't view anymore because I am not paying for TickLeap.
Nah.
So in the last 4 days they've earned a grand total of less than £2.50. Wouldn't even pay for a coffee at Starbucks.
No. As I said, I don't think it's for. When it comes to what they were doing a lot on the freaking night out. They were going from Instagram to TikTok to Instagram to TikTok, which I don't think they are.
Let me see if there's a way to see. You cannot directly see a streamer's kick earnings either.
No.
Does anyone know what their kick name is? Is it just Elphaba Orion?
I think it's just Elphaba Orion Dorothy.
Let's have a look.
I think.
Because there is a site called Streams Charts.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there they are. Last live on the 14th, apparently, or joined on the 14th. See if it lets me in. So it says on the 24th, which was the last time they were live, average number of viewers was 183. And it very much dropped off. Average viewers is 170. Seeing if it gives me any idea of like roughly what they would earn. Or you can watch the videos from this streamcharts.com.
Oh, can you?
BT dubs.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know. I mean, they say they have a lot of cameos.
Yeah, but they're like 10 quid, and I bet they earn 8.
Yeah, I know on Kick you can rewatch their streams. You can.
Yeah, you can. If you don't have a Kick, and I don't have Kick, you can also watch it on streamcharts.com by the looks of things. It gives you the chat analytics. It gives you how many people have watched them, their rankings. It gives you quite a lot of information, but I cannot see how much they would have earned.
I can't. Is it Gail saying things?
Thanks for the gift.
No, someone asked, Gail asked how much does he earn.
Yeah, exactly. Someone's asked blank. I'm looking while I'm literally just, it's come up in conversation and I'm looking.
So someone asked.
They used to do TikTok Shop. I don't know if they still do. It on their big account that got bananaed completely. That one used to have TikTok Shop on it. So
I mean, to be honest, I think it's.
Can you Google who had similar views on Kick to get a gauge?
Possibly.
I don't know. I've literally just found this site, so I don't know.
Don't know. I don't know. I don't follow them on Kick, so I ain't got a clue.
No. I don't have a Kick account. I've literally just found this, so I don't see if it tells you who they're as popular as. It gives you their ranking in the UK and the world.
Okay. Wow.
Kick male ranking is what they're currently in. That's quite worrying.
Okay.
Yeah. Kick's English ranking, country. Yeah, a lot of it is locked. You can't see it. Overall ranking, you can see.
Oh.
But they seem to match with a lot of smaller creators who I've never heard of. So, but then we know that Kick is more of a gaming stream site rather than anything else.
Yeah, Kick is more of like a game. Although there are a lot of wrong uns on Kick anyway, so of course they'd all flock to Kick anyway.
Yeah.
Of course they would,
He's blocked, don't worry.
Yeah, and it's just interesting, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, like, what you can see from creators as well. Like, a lot of people think that it's all hidden information, when actually it's really not. Like, you can find it pretty much anywhere.
I mean, I when I did my police thing, I didn't get texts. So
no, mine was all phone calls.
Yeah, mine was phone calls.
But I was the victim in that, so. I was the victim in it because my car got broken into, so.
Yeah, I was on making the report.
Yeah, I made the report because my car got broken into. I wouldn't have even bothered because I didn't take very much, but it was more of a case of I don't know if anything happened in the area last night, and I don't know what was in the back of my car because I was just moving house.
Yeah, so
and it was all my kitchen stuff, so I don't know if anything's been taken out the boot of my car. That's the only reason I reported it.
Gail says, "See, awareness needs to be fact-based. We still talk like E is making thousands. It's not about that, Gail."
E has made thousands over the years, Gail. And they have admitted that themselves. They made £350,000 plus from GoFundMes and TikToks. They have even said, when I was in the Manchester days, I used to make £8,000 a week on TikTok.
Right, yeah.
Right? They have said that themselves. No, they're not making thousands anymore. They're barely making anything anymore.
Yeah.
And that is showing that the awareness is starting to... No, it hasn't been dealt with by the taxman. They haven't paid the taxman. They themselves have said they're £37,000 in debt to the taxman.
Yeah.
Which I personally don't care about, but, in this time, we need all the money we can to the taxman.
Yeah. An officer would know.
And Gail, I have warned you before, if you're just in here to cause issues and upset the chat...
That's why I won't care about what
And,
okay... But
we respect everybody coming in with their opinion, but don't start preaching and causing issues.
Yeah. And...
You're right, Joshy.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking it's not about. Here's the thing: when it comes to the tax man, okay, yeah, the tax man doesn't care about awareness.
No, the tax man cares about their bottom line.
Their bottom thing. When it comes to when we talk about E earning thousands, it's more about E's taking the thousands of pounds, said it was for transitioning, said it was for the vocal surgery, said it was for hormones, said it was for this, said it was for that, and didn't do it for that. And that could have been used for people who actually wanted to transition. That's the money side of things. And we talk about Alpha because Alpha's doing damage to the autistic community on a daily basis now.
Mystique. Yeah, it could be a tax person. How does that sound? Does that sound better?
Tax person, yeah, tax person.
I mean, I appreciate that Gail comes in and looks at it from the other point of view, but the way you come and say it is quite aggravating to those of us who are affected and are annoyed by Elphaba. I'm perfectly happy for you to be in here, obviously, with a devil's advocate point of view, but like just chill, okay? Chill a little bit.
Yeah, Gail likes to poke the bear. I do get that.
And I'm perfectly happy, and I don't mind you coming in with a devil's advocate point of view and a different spin on it. That's what we're here for.
I've seen Gail's videos.
We've seen Gail's videos, and I don't understand the beef with Misty, but...
No, I don't get that.
I don't care. No. I'm not Misty, it's fine.
No, Misty, you know...
Misty can sort Misty out.
Yeah.
He's perfectly capable of defending himself.
Yeah.
And Pezza.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, sorry, this letter just made me laugh. I don't know. Again, I see, you can see the machinations and you can see what the point they're trying to make is. However, the point falls flat.
Thanks for the gift.
When it's like, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Like when you look at it and go, that's not quite right. Bearing in mind, we've all been threatened with legal stuff for more years than I've been around.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, certain creators have even had police turn up on their doors and they've gone, well, here's all the information, here's all the screenshots. And they've gone, yeah, you're not doing anything wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's sort of like if the police ever showed up at the doors, you can be just like, well, here's all the proof, here's everything. And
yeah, here's what I've said, here are my videos, there you go.
Yeah, and it's like, well, he wants to do it for defamation of character. And I'm like, well...
prove us wrong, Orion.
And I'm like, well, it's like, okay, but you'd have to prove that we're...
Yeah, the burden of proof is on them.
I mean, look what the proof Gene had. Yeah, I know. And it's like, okay, but like if you're going to sue, and by the way, like if you're going to sue people for defamation of character, the burden of proof is on Alpha to prove that we defamed them. And like the proof is all out there that what we are saying, we are just responding to you on what you have said.
Yep.
It's like you put all this stuff out there. You do all these horrible, terrible, nasty things, and we just respond to it. It's like,
Yep. It's just like...
Wait, I'm confused. It's terrible, but what has all this awareness done about it?
I mean, they used to get 8,000-9,000 people watching their streams every time. Now they're lucky if they get 500 on a normal day. They might get 2.5 when they're crashing out because people want to see the car crash telly.
Oh, right, yeah, I see the question.
It's like car crash telly. You can't look away. And we have tried ignoring Orion. We have tried not posting them on our pages. We've tried not talking about them on FYP shows. We've tried ignoring them point blank with nothing going on. That's all been tried. That's when things like the kitchen utensil to the throat or to the wrists happens. because they want to be talked about. They want this attention. But what they don't realise is that not all attention is good attention. And particularly now, like, they have upset so many people who previously may not have been aware of Orion, but their actions from this weekend have annoyed so many people.
They have upset a lot of people. A lot of people have reacted. And this is the thing. Obviously, we see what Elphaba does. And we can, if we... The thing is sort of like, yes, people have done blackouts with Elphaba. And we said this before. People have done blackouts. And
it stops when they come off the social media platforms.
Okay.
That's when it stops.
Okay. So, right. I made this...
Or, I want them... Sorry, Joshy. I want them to admit and take proper accountability for the things they have done, and then apologise properly, come off the app, work on themselves, and then come back in a couple of years, restored and be like, okay, this is now what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to do my singing. Now I'm going to go through my transition properly. I'm going to do what... That would be amazing. I don't even care if they're not off it permanently.
Yeah.
It's a case of go away, take accountability, just leave children alone. Stop doing rugs and drink online. Stop talking about rugs and drink online with minors in your chat. Go away, work on yourself, come back as a better person, which wouldn't be hard.
No, it wouldn't be hard. That wouldn't be hard. No, I was going to... Okay, so here's the thing. I've turned around and said that, like, guys turned around and said about the cycle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the EOD and the awareness fuels the EOD fuels the awareness, blah, blah, blah. No, yes, in some respect, yes, you can see that. Okay, fine. However, here's the thing. Everyone's done blackouts and Elphaba just gets worse and worse and worse. Okay, so, and I've turned around and said this in video form and on live streams before. I see the impact Elphaba has in real life. I see that. I see what somebody like Elphaba has in real life. So, it's like, okay, Elphaba's still going to try and claim autism to get out of their bad behaviour. That then affects the autistic community. Elphaba's still faking being trans as a fetish. That affects the trans community. So if everyone stops talking about it, Elphaba still continues it. That fuels the actual people out there, and then it's like, okay.
If you think about it, there are some people who may not come across a trans person in their day-to-day life. I know it is becoming a more common thing.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
But someone might not come across a trans person in their day-to-day life. And what if Orion is the first person they come across who is claiming to be trans? What kind of look does that give to that person for the genuine, amazing, beautiful array of the genuine trans community?
Exactly.
Like for people like Toby J or Alexis Blake or Sienna Rose. Like, they are genuine trans people who are trying and who are now living their best life as the person they are. Fantastic. Like, you look at Toby and Alexis particularly.
Yeah.
Whereas you come across someone like Orion who has had all the money to transition, who doesn't even have the gender dysmorphia diagnosis.
Yeah, they've had literally everything handed to
them. And has never taken a hormone in their lives, and yet has claimed to be or know they are trans since they were 16, 17, when they have said on live streams, I'm a biological man, I fight like a man, come at me, I'm a man. Or they have said, oh, I'm a gay man. If you are, fine. Not got a problem with that.
No.
At all. Just admit it.
Yeah.
Like, to stop BSing. Admit who you are to yourself, rather than hiding behind something that you've probably got way too far into and now can't dig your way out of.
I think that's it. What are you saying?
And I kind of think it's a little bit because Maria is more accepting of being trans than gay.
Yeah, I do think that as well. To be honest, yeah. From what I've seen of Maria, yeah.
Yeah. But imagine if Orion or Jasmine, what's her face, the one that does Cooking with Jasmine, are your first view of a transgender person. That does not look good for the genuine trans community.
It doesn't, no. It doesn't.
Thanks for following.
It doesn't. None of us have a problem with the LGBTQ community. I missed that. It's E that is making a muck of it. Yes, it is. The community.
Like we've said, it's not the person, it's not the gender, it's the behaviour.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for following.
It's the mocking, it's the drinking and drugs online with minors in the chat. It's talking eshly about things with minors in the chat when your 18 plus is not on. Yes, I agree, there are some kids out there who will have 18 whatever on their profile so they can see these lives. That is on them as a person. However, it is your responsibility as a creator to ensure that your lives are on 18 plus if you are discussing things that children under the age of 18 should not be seeing.
Yeah, and exactly, Mystique. I agree, Mystique, yeah. I think we overestimate EOD's impact on wider society. How many followers do they have now?
Thanks for the gift.
What, that are real or that are bots? I mean, outside of TikTok, they are very not known, although my nail tech knew who they were. And she's not really on TikTok, which is quite funny.
I think a few people do know of EOD.
But the fact that a company like Wicked have had to come out and say we have absolutely no association with this person is pretty telling.
It is. Maybe you thought they were trans at some point, but not anymore. It's okay to admit that.
Exactly, it's okay to be wrong. I mean, there are people who fully transition and then they call it detransition.
Yeah.
There are people who do that, which is absolutely fine. I mean, gender and all of that lot is very, very fluid for a lot of people. And there is absolutely no problem with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
Sorry if you can hear tippy tapping of the dog.
Nah, it's okay.
Hello, Rose.
I mean, I thought...
Thanks for following.
This for 15 years, and I was on... Yeah, Fleming, yeah.
Thanks for the gift.
Exactly, yeah. And say we were to ignore them because of the name E will always get views. Yeah, they will. Is a Wicked fan. She found E through the songs. I've had to have conversations, and that's it, you know. E's attached themselves to the Wicked franchise.
Exactly. Like, if you Google Elphaba in the UK, you don't get Wicked up, you get EOD. Which is awful.
So yes, it does have an impact.
Like, if you were a kid now, there was a thing the other day that was shown, and I think it was like Natalie Cassidy did it. You know, Sonia from EastEnders.
Oh, yeah.
And it was, they set up profiles for children. They were fake profiles for children on platforms like TikTok, and I think there was one on Instagram as well. And they set them up as 14-year-olds. And within half an hour of scrolling, they were seeing dangerous content.
It's wild.
Like Orion.
It's wild, isn't it?
Which is insane.
It's absolutely mental. The platforms don't protect any...
No, they don't.
Don't protect them. Don't protect them whatsoever.
No.
Thanks for following.
It's just insane. It's absolutely nuts. And that's why, like, this awareness stuff happens and why it does make a bit of a difference. It doesn't make a great difference, and it's very, very slowly catchy monkey. But it makes a difference eventually. And you can see that in their earnings that are dropping, in their figures that are dropping, like even on their Instagrams and on their Kick. Like, they don't get the huge amounts of figures they used to. They don't get that anymore.
And you can also see it in their demeanour. They're getting more desperate for the attention.
Yeah, they're getting more panicky, more worried.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I honestly think that there is stuff going on in the background. So all of this, like, these actions on Saturday, the I've still got a police report is very much, look over here, shiny, and what's going on the other side.
Lolly, yeah, I know. You should, yeah. Exactly, yeah. You get maybe 5 supportive comments. Sorry, you get 5 supportive comments. And they're all trolls. I mean, yeah, and I think that this is where it's sort of like, I do not understand why. Well, I do, because he loves the attention. It's just like, they do it because they want the attention, and they do love the hate. They do have, well,
they have a humiliation kink. They've admitted it before.
Yeah, they do. But
and we don't yuck someone's yum.
No, but you can clearly see that they're getting a bit more desperate with it. It's like, because it's the harm and damage that they're doing that's driving me nuts.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to get out of here because I've been live for 4 hours, and I'm hungry.
I'm going to go get some lunch.
Yeah, I'm hungry. So, thank you for coming up, Wicked.
That's all right, darling.
Thank you ever so much for coming up, desperate. It is. The cycle speed is showing how desperate they are now. Yes, it is, Lisa. Yes, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you ever so much for coming up, Wicked. Hang on, let me remove. Oh, for fuck's sake, why has this done this? Oh, bollocks.
Thanks for letting me rant a little bit. I feel better.
No, that's okay. I'm just trying to work out why the fuck this has done this. Why? Oh my god. Technology is being a twat. Oh wait, no, that did it. Yay. Ha. Technology is being a knob. Is that still? Yeah, that's still doing what it's doing anyway. You left Wicked. Okay. Yes, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you everyone for coming up. Thank you. Hang on, let me put things back because I'll forget. I'll fucking forget to do this, and then I'll be fucking confused when I fucking come live again. God, wow, yeah, my fucking raccoon is having a moment. It's having a moment. But thank you all for coming. I hope everyone has a fabulous day. If you're going to cause trouble, try not to get caught. And if you do get caught, film it so we can all see it and react to it, okay? The raccoon's having a moment. I don't care. I'm sending bear hugs to everyone, and I will catch you all later. Goodbye, everybody.